In the serene shadows before dawn, 3 silhouettes emerge, each walking their distinct path towards the same eternal flame. These are not mere wanderers. They are the monk, the emperor, and the warrior. Each seeks to master a realm of their inner world, drawn to the Stoic ideals of virtue, clarity, and unyielding peace. Their journey is a symphony of discipline, whispered through silent meditations, cautious rulings, and resilient marches through chaos. Imagine the monk in the stillness of a sacred sanctuary, facing the vastness of his spirit. Picture the emperor at dusk, ruling first his tumultuous heart before an empire. Envision the warrior, poised at the edge of battle, summoning the quiet courage that lies beneath the clamor of steel. Their paths may differ, but the threads of discipline weave them together, inviting you to explore this journey of transformation. Embrace the philosophy that shapes legends, not through might, but through mastery of the self. Let us embark on this journey, a gentle voyage into the hearts of timeless archetypes, the monk, the emperor, and the warrior. As dawn breaks and the first rays of sunlight illuminate our path, we delve inward, exploring the innate human struggle for inner strength, purpose, and tranquility. This journey transcends the corporeal, reaching into the soul's profound depths, where these archetypes symbolize aspects of ourselves that strive for virtue and clarity through disciplined self-mastering. We find ourselves amid a rich tapestry of human experience, woven with threads crossing cultures, philosophies, and epochs. Through Stoicism's enduring lens, we discover the essence of human endeavor as these figures embody universal truths. As you listen, consider how their wisdom might echo within the corridors of your journey. In the quiet folds of solitude and reflection dwells the monk, veiled in humility and spiritual devotion. He represents our quest for inner peace and self-understanding. In chanting silence, he dialogues with the ancients, seeking truth amidst stillness. Within the monastery of the mind, he cultivates a lush oasis of clarity among the chaos of daily life. Here, the monk stands guard over the inner world, a sanctuary where thoughts are observed, not clung to, where silence rises louder than words. Through simplicity, the monk exudes wisdom, finding virtue in restraint and enlightenment in patience. His lesson is that the mastery of oneself is indeed the mastery of the universe. Retreating from sensory onslaughts, the monk listens to the whispers of his soul, sowing seeds of resilience and humility. In exploring Stoic principles, we learn how the monk forges his path toward peace, recognizing that timeless practices such as meditation and deep reflection can harmonize beautifully with our modern lives. At the helm of leadership stands the emperor, shouldering a mantle heavy with responsibility, yet filled with opportunity. Charged with the empire's welfare, he must rule not through sheer power, but through wisdom and justice, a path paradoxically illuminated by Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor whose meditations echo through time as a testament to governance through restraint and introspection. The emperor's challenge lies in tempering the seductive allure of power with humility and virtue. The quest for self and societal leadership is daunting, yet enlightening. Through Stoic discipline, he learns first to govern his desires and impulses, cultivating a sovereign mind reflecting within his rule. In examining the art of leadership, we draw inspiration from Rome, the East, and contemporary thought. We learn that true leadership is self-rule, fueled by philosophical virtue. In the backdrop of life's battles emerges the warrior, an exemplar of courage, devoid of hatred, and strength propelled by wisdom. Striding into life's skirmishes, his armor shines not with steel, but with resilience and the tempered fires of discipline and self-mastery. True valor, he reveals, is not the absence of fear, but its mastery, a distinctive feature of the Stoic ethos. Among chaos, the warrior finds strength not in aggression, but in a serene center from which to act decisively, yet without malice. His power to protect lies not in domination, but in controlled action, where the wisdom of his journey shines. By embracing adversity as a crucible for character, he shows us a path that intertwines Stoic philosophy with martial values, offering profound insights into the heart of resilience. Though their paths diverge, the monk, the emperor, and the warrior are united by the fires of their transformative quest for self-awareness and virtue. Together, they forge identities on the anvil of inner strength, emotional resilience, and purposeful living. The symphony of their lives echoes the truth that true change is no instant revelation, but a gradual unfolding of the self, an ever-blossoming flower of insight and transformation. Illuminated by the crucible of experience, their shared pursuit forms a living tapestry with Stoicism as its sturdy trunk. This tapestry reveals a deeper truth. Discipline is not an imposition, but a natural alignment with intrinsic human essence. As these archetypes guide you, let their lessons resonate, catalyzing your personal Stoic transformation. At the heart of the monk's meditations, the emperor's mandates, and the warrior's creed lies virtue. As Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca proclaim, virtue is no rigid moral code, but a compass guiding life. The four cardinal virtues, courage, wisdom, temperance, and justice, form Stoicism's cornerstone and find recognition across global traditions and times. Virtue is not simply idealist endeavor. It is a life aligned with deeply rooted values. For the monk, virtue unfolds as sanctity in thought. For the emperor, wisdom in deeds. For the warrior, integrity in challenge. As we dive deeper into these virtues, consider how they can guide you, lighting paths through darkness, illuminating ways toward purposeful living. Amidst the perceived emptiness, silence stands as the monk's steadfast ally. An echoing silence speaks to the heart, revealing truths obscured by worldly noise. In silent sanctuary, the monk refines self-awareness, absorbing whispers of wisdom that are often drowned out. Silence becomes more than speech's absence. It is the essence's presence. Silence invites a profound paradox. Where the mind is quiet, the soul is amplified. With each cherished moment of stillness, the monk deepens self-understanding, glimpsing serenity beyond thoughts and distractions. Therein lies the wisdom of embracing silence through meditation, contemplation, and journaling, opening doorways to self-discovery and clarity, beckoning us to embrace the profound present. As the emperor contemplates his duties and desires, his reflection holds the world not only as it is, but as it should be. Here, he crafts the weapons of thought and reason. Marcus Aurelius's meditations on leadership reveal self-rule as the precursor to just governance, where true guiding power is found not in dominance, but harmonious alignment of action with philosophical virtue. Reflection is the emperor's cherished practice, refining thoughts and revealing truths beyond appearances. Here, he measures a crown's weight, not in power, but in character's strength and vision's clarity. In traversing this reflective realm, we draw parallels to modern leadership's challenges, weaving wisdom with practice and exploring these teachings' enduring relevance to our lives and empires. In the throes of existence, the warrior's heart beats to honor, duty, and wisdom's unyielding pursuit. His trials are defined by self-mastery's depth, not foes' ferocity. Within conflicts, the warrior discovers pathways paved with courage's stones, chosen neither through aggression nor surrender, but poised action, serenity in motion. The warrior's strength is not found in weapons, but in harmony between intent and principle. Facing adversity, he draws from an inner reservoir, cultivated through practice and gratitude. Those lessons transcend battle preparations, highlighting inner peace residing within each challenge as opportunity to learn and grow, an inspiration for confronting life's challenges with grace. Within this dance of discipline, shared across the monks', emperors', and warriors' lives, arises liberation. Through rituals crafting our days, we sculpt life, embracing responsibilities that free us from chaos's grasp. Each figure reveals how discipline transforms routine to ritual, mundane to sacred, compliance into harmonious symphony. Intentionally shaping life demands diligence alongside inspiration. With each disciplined step, we strengthen our inner edifice. Let us explore habit shaping aligned with values, boundary setting that protects energy, rituals elevating existence into mindful purpose. Discipline, then, is the master key, unlocking potential, revealing personal growth's dimension. In the quiet embrace of meditation, the monk encounters a realm where thoughts drift like clouds, observed, acknowledged, released. Through mindfulness, he cultivates an unshakable calm within mind's tumultuous seas. Peace is not found in absence of thought, but in its mindful observation, a freedom from churning regret. Mindful presence reveals profound insight. The moment is the sole reality. By focusing awareness on now, the monk guides us to places undisturbed by distractions, grounding us into life's essence. This mindfulness surpasses meditation cushions, permeating everyday life, offering refuge amidst uncertainty, unveiling a life consciously lived. To the emperor, restraint embodies strength, a choice, not a limitation, fostering awareness and empathy. Restrained virtue, often seen as power's surrender, exemplifies self-mastery. In choosing mindfully, the emperor displays leadership not in dominance, but in balanced perspective and reasoned action that flower true leadership. True leadership emerges where cultivated restraint meets humility, patience, and empathy's harmonious dance. Avenues are opened on restraint as personal, communal growth tools applied across life's spheres, from close relationships to broader societal challenges. This practice reveals power's depths, echoing our call to virtue-driven service. Courage, the warrior declares, is fear's mastery, not absence. Stepping into life's tests, fear serves as guide toward expansion and growth. Facing fear grants him serenity amid chaos, providing clarity for confident action. Warrior's journey teaches fear as guide, not enemy. Confronted, fear's energy transforms into positive change's catalyst. This nuanced dance instructs us to embrace fear within the courageous journey toward strength, illustrating fear's value in resilience and grace's path. Throughout history, transformation narratives linger, timeless scrolls of wisdom unfurled through the lives of monk, emperor, and warrior. Their stories reframed past challenges as initiations into deep wisdom. Alchemy unfolds in transformations, a monument of experience and insight constructed brick by brick. Lesson-filled stories resonate with our shared evolution, demonstrating transformation's universality. Beginning from historical or personal anecdotes, this chapter unveils transformation's essence, affirming the timeless truth that courage, virtue, and patience transform positively, benefiting self and others. Detachment, as taught by Stoicism, offers freedom mastered not through desire's fulfillment, but relinquishing attachments. The monk, emperor, and warrior exhibit this powerful release, uncovering joy beyond circumstance. Detachment embraces present circumstance, dissolving illusions and enabling dynamic, centered engagement with life. As we explore its art, understanding that liberation originates within, we rediscover autonomy's richness, a balanced life of engagement and fulfillment. With emotions as life's wild horses, the monk, emperor, and warrior guide emotional alchemy, fear transmuted into courage, anger to discernment, sadness to understanding. Emotions are not suppressed, but transformed into allies. Mastering emotional energy requires intellect, gentleness, patience. Through emotional alchemy, our inner landscape becomes wisdom's fertile ground. Views challenging emotions not as foes, but guides deepen resilience, empathy, and authenticity, achieving wisdom's refined form. Time, an irreversible river on which humanity sails, guides legacy. Monk, emperor, and warrior cherish time both as teacher and muse, reminding of life's passage and mandating virtuous legacies. Time transforms into companion, not taskmaster, urging purpose-driven dance. Time invites craft, challenging us to create lives of enduring values. Reflections inspire meaningful legacies, ephemeral but spiritually fertile, enriching future generations with deeds, thoughts, wisdom. Inner freedom dwells not in externals, but mind's release. By exploring liberty's nature, profound peace emerges in surrendering control and embracing life's uncertainty with acceptance. Detachment from outcomes fosters engagement, creativity, spontaneity, fulfillment without overshadowing joy. Driven by desire, Stoic perspectives affirm fulfillment in released moments. From release, intense engagement and authenticity blossom. True strength, as shown by the monk, emperor, warrior, weaves danger with gentleness, domination with wisdom. Power they embody lies in balance, strength wielded wisely, harmonizing ferocity with kindness. Seamless strength, gentleness, blends redefined power, modeling modern actions where force marries grace. Embodying tempered strength fosters respect and growth. This strength's new definition aligns with mutual evolution, fostering both inner and outer reverence. Solitude welcomes introspection's fertile ground, embraced by monk, emperor, and warrior. In thought's solitude springs creativity, transforming loneliness into creativity and reflection. Solitude encourages inward exploration, nurturing self-awareness, inspiring deeper connection. These lessons illuminate solitude's transformative potential, seen as a bridge to rediscover the self. Purpose flows in virtue's undercurrent across the monk, emperor, warrior, guiding them. Purpose serves as the North Star, a beacon grounding amidst life's waves, an enriched life beyond material and deeper satisfaction. Virtue-driven life aligns desires with core values, pushing transient pleasures aside for soulful pursuits serving community. This exploration redefines purpose entwined with virtue, revealing wisdom in grounding paths in sustained, greater-than-self principles. Human existence dances, a harmony amid longing, striving, becoming. The monk, emperor, and warrior stride uniquely, yet share humanity's journey, stitching a narrative, seeking harmony in the universe's eternal song. Human poetry unfolds, a rhythm inviting unity with life's mysteries and humanity's expansiveness, celebrating shared journeys in life's rawness, pain, joy, triumph, as verses composing our ageless poem. Here, these figures etch timeless, interconnected human spirit. As your first chapter draws to a close, the monk, the emperor, the warrior guide beyond Stoicism's realm, accompanying you through life's profound meditations, eternally imprinting their wisdom upon your heart. In the quiet sanctum of the inner world, the monk begins his journey. This sacred space, untouched by the chaos of the external world, becomes a canvas for his soul. It is a realm where time decelerates, allowing the heart's whisper to take precedence over life's cacophony. As we embark on our own exploration, we step back from the noise, entering a space where silence reigns supreme, enabling listening, reflection, and growth. The monk, within this solitude, confronts his true self. Solitude is not loneliness, but a profound dialogue with one's essence, a mirror reflecting truth, stripping away masks donned for the world. This silence, far from a void, is vibrant with insights and revelations. It teaches the monk to perceive the invisible, to hear the silent, and to understand the soul's language. Through this journey, we learn to cultivate an inner peace, nurturing it with awareness and contemplation. Amidst the modern rush, where external stimuli incessantly drive us, the monk finds a counter-narrative in stillness. This choice unveils a deeper rhythm, one not dictated by external demands, but harmonized from within. Stillness becomes a vibrant presence, awakening us to subtleties beneath the apparent. In its tranquility, the monk finds the birthplace of insight, a fertile ground for wisdom to germinate, untangling confusion and lighting the path with clarity. For the monk, silence transcends mere absence of sound. It is a profound teacher, opening portals to truths hidden beneath life's layers. In this world, silence converses with the universe, unveiling insights and uniting with the divine. This teacher encourages presence and listening, not just with the ears, but with every fiber of being, offering connections to existence's essence that transcend words. Navigating the mind's vast ocean, filled with restless thoughts and emotions, is a skill the monk masters. He maps the mental landscape, understanding each wave's nature. Rather than battling the storm, he rides it, finding peace in uncertainties and clarity in confusion. By observing thoughts without attachment, he disentangles himself from mental mazes, becoming a witness to consciousness and grounding in the present through meditation. In silence, the monk builds a fortress, not of stone, but of equanimity. This refuge shields against life's tempests, constructed by facing life's challenges, understanding that true peace is internal and unaffected by external chaos. The fortress is built upon self-awareness and acceptance, weaving vulnerabilities and strengths into inner harmony. Peace is not absence of challenges, but courage to face them steadily. For the monk, solitude is a cherished companion, offering deep self-reflection and connection with the soul. It is not a retreat from the world, but a reconnection, illuminating life's interconnectedness, encouraging growth and insight. Solitude becomes a mirror reflecting truths, inviting exploration of mysteries within, fostering a profound connection to oneself and the universe. Meditation serves as the monk's gateway to inner mastery. This discipline sharpens awareness, fostering observation of thoughts and emotions without attachment or judgment. It becomes a continuous engagement with the present, a beacon unraveling ego's layers, leading to clarity and rest for the mind. Through meditation, he discovers the refuge of his nature, a sanctuary of peace and freedom. Detachment, in the monk's realm, is artful love and acceptance. It involves releasing control over outcomes, expectations, and desires, freeing the self from life's transient experiences. Embracing detachment, the monk lets life flow, experiencing joys without clinging and dancing with impermanence. This non-attachment fosters peace, unswayed by fate's whims, opening deeper connections. Embracing impermanence becomes a liberating truth for the monk. Recognizing the temporary nature of all things frees him from attachment and aversion, guiding him to live authentically, appreciating life's ephemeral beauty. This acceptance enhances gratitude and reverence for the present moment, encouraging transformation and growth as a natural evolution of understanding and trust. Rituals anchor the monk, grounding him in life's sacred rhythms. Far from empty ceremonies, they are deliberate practices, infusing meaning into the mundane. Through rituals, the monk bridges self-awareness and values, nurturing inner harmony. These practices honor the sacredness of his journey, offering strength and wisdom drawn from existence's timeless dance. Intentional presence is the monk's gift, engaging fully with life's unfolding moments. This presence fosters depth in interactions and meaningful connections, approaching each encounter with compassion and respect. By cultivating presence, the monk nurtures his inner landscape, experiencing the journey as a celebration of life's sacred unity. Emotional resilience becomes armor against life's challenges. The monk cultivates the strength to navigate emotional turbulence with grace, embracing emotions as natural expressions. Observing emotions without judgment, he transforms potential suffering sources into growth opportunities, nurturing clarity and insight through mindfulness and self-compassion. Mindfulness serves as the bridge between the monk's inner practices and daily life, cultivating awareness of thoughts, emotions, and surroundings. This practice teaches discernment beyond appearances, navigating life's complexities with patience and wisdom. By maintaining mindfulness, the monk aligns actions with values, fostering harmony between inner and outer worlds. Non-judgment liberates the monk from bias, allowing genuine understanding of life's diversity. Approaching the world with openness and curiosity, he engages without expectations or comparisons, fostering empathy and compassion. This wisdom transforms encounters into learning opportunities, expanding his worldview with humility and grace. Authenticity guides the monk's path, unveiling his true self by shedding false identities. It is a courageous commitment to honor one's truth, the foundation for meaningful relationships and experiences. By embracing authenticity, the monk creates a ripple effect of connection and understanding, discovering self-acceptance's liberating power, living with integrity daily. Self-awareness illuminates the monk's journey, revealing mind's complexities and unconscious patterns. Compassionate exploration of thoughts and emotions fosters self-connection. Through reflection and mindfulness, the monk uncovers perceptions and actions layers, nurturing understanding and empowering navigation of life with clarity and intention. Acceptance and change complement each other in the monk's journey. Acceptance acknowledges reality without resistance, nurturing change's seeds. Embracing change, the monk evolves with life's flow, guided by inner wisdom. This dance becomes a harmonious rhythm, transforming challenges into growth opportunities, navigating life's transitions with grace. Compassion permeates the monk's existence, beginning with oneself and extending to others. It involves recognizing the divine within every being, responding to suffering with care. Living compassionately transcends self-interest, nurturing unity and healing. Through compassion, the monk creates a world where love prevails, guiding others toward inner light. Balance is central to the monk's life, aligning mind, body, and spirit for harmony. Recognizing their interconnection, the monk cares for the body as a temple, nurtures the mind as a garden, and tends to the spirit as a flame. Engaging in practices promoting health, clarity, and growth, he fosters meaningful existence, dancing in harmony. Letting go is a spiritual practice, liberating the monk from attachment and control. Embracing life's flow, he surrenders to its wisdom, finding power in yielding. This practice is not denial, but acceptance of impermanence, discovering beauty in simplicity and the peace of present moment alignment. The monk's quest is inner fulfillment, rooted in discovering purpose beyond external pursuits. Aligning life with values, the monk finds fulfillment in simple joys, connections, and service. This journey involves reflection and intentional living, nurturing a reservoir of well-being, enriching every aspect of life, embracing the world with peace. Simple existence holds profound meaning for the monk. Choosing simplicity, he appreciates the richness of the present, cultivating inner wealth, transcending material possessions. Clarity and purpose emerge from simplicity, encouraging intentional and grateful living, revealing life's elegance through focus on essentials. Nature mirrors the monk's inner peace journey. Unity with nature fosters understanding of life's interconnectedness, teaching resilience, growth, and tranquility. By cultivating this connection, the monk deepens belonging and peace, finding solace and guidance in nature's rhythms, grounding his journey in life's eternal dance. In times of turmoil, the monk retreats to an inner sanctuary of peace and clarity. Built through mindfulness, meditation, and compassion, this sanctuary offers solace, renewal, and reflection. Facing life's challenges with resilience and grace, the monk finds peace amidst chaos, nurturing stability within. The monk's legacy is one of inner mastery, transformative not in worldly accolades, but in self-transformation's wisdom. The monk's life defines this legacy through authenticity and integrity, sowing transformation's seeds for future generations. His journey illuminates a path toward compassion and peace, leaving an enduring mark on existence. In the serene solitude of an ancient palace, the emperor stands at the pinnacle of power, enveloped by the tangible echoes of privilege and daunting responsibility. Unlike the paths of the monk or the warrior, one bound by the confines of silence and introspection, the other by the chaos of external trials, the emperor's journey is a precarious balance between the inner and outer realms, a dance of decision and wisdom that must transcend personal ambition. The crown, a symbol of authority, also bears immense weight, a constant reminder of the delicate art of wielding power without letting it morph into a consuming flame. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, embodies this Stoic struggle, an exemplar of governance over self before empire, a notion that mastery of one's inner world is the keystone to just and enlightened leadership. Within the embers of Stoic philosophy, true conquest is an internal expedition, a silent battle against the tyranny of ego. The empire, majestic and vast, begins not with territories, but within the emperor himself. Every choice a mirror of internal restraint. Leadership demands a compass defined by unyielding principles, a system not merely of ethical guidelines, but the very backbone of effective governance. Wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance form this unflinching compass. These virtues go beyond simple dogma. They demand that the emperor's life and rules mirror them, rendering his leadership an authentic embodiment of Stoic ideals. Even under the intoxicating lure of power, the Stoic leader resists deviation, ensuring each edict rings with consistency and virtue, acknowledging that an empire's longevity stands on the girders of self-governance. Marcus Aurelius, a solitary beacon in history as both a philosopher and a king, reigns not through conquest, but through the meditative depths of introspection and humility. His Meditations, a reflective sanctuary, unveils his approach to leadership, a mindful philosopher leading not with despotism, but with deliberate thoughtfulness. Adaptability, rooted in firm principles, showcases how the external world may change, yet the internal compass remains steady. The art of decision-making epitomizes the emperor's intellectual rigor, a nuanced exercise in restraint, eschewing impulsive action for a disciplined process of reasoning and reflection. Each choice spirals beyond personal ambition, rippling through the empire's vast expanse, which underscores the Stoic methodology. Pause, reflect, decide with virtuous intent. This is a symphony of introspection, a scrutinization of biases, intentions, emotional states, transforming decisions into reflections of justice and enlightened wisdom. In this complex tapestry, the paradox of power and humility emerges. Despite wielding immense authority, the emperor's success hinges on Stoic humility, a profound awareness of one's finite role and inherent limitations. To lead is to serve, a realization that fosters an environment rich with trust and respect. Here lies the delicate balance of power, not a tyrant's grasp, but as a gentle steward fostering collective unity and empowerment. Empathy weaves subtly through the Stoic domain, enhancing rational leadership with the softness of understanding. The ability to connect with and sense the unspoken emotions and needs of the subjects bridges the gap between leader and LAD. Empathy augments rationality, crafting solutions that embrace the common good, leading to governance that transcends traditional paradigms, engaging both the hearts and minds of a diverse citizenry. Perhaps the greatest paradox an emperor faces is wielding authority while nurturing freedom. In this dance of control and liberation, the empire mirrors the Stoic pursuit of internal freedom through self-command. The leader crafts an environment where personal growth thrives within societal harmony, setting fair boundaries and encouraging personal responsibility. Through this encouragement of autonomy and ownership, the leader fosters innovation, demonstrating that true power lies not in dominion, but in the empowerment of others. Politeness seems trivial in the grand theater of leadership, yet it is the cornerstone of Stoic governance. A respectful demeanor, cultivated through polite interactions, resolves conflicts and builds relationships, grounding the empire in mutual respect. By exemplifying courtesy, the emperor influences through calm persuasion, aligning authority with dignity and respect. The allurement of absolute power is the emperor's perennial temptation. This mirage of invincibility leads to tyranny and eventual decay. Stoic teachings interpret power as a responsibility, on loan and bound by duty. Marcus Aurelius exemplifies this, viewing power as temporary stewardship, bound by justice and carried with integrity. This realization liberates the emperor from the chains of hubris, ensuring legacy grounded in equity and wisdom. Justice, a Stoic guide, forms the bedrock of this leadership, demanding fairness that peers beyond mere legalities and into moral governance. It is the anthem sung through the halls of power, a call for impartiality and dignity regardless of bias or pressure. Through these actions, the emperor sows the seeds of trust and societal harmony, nurturing a culture woven with fairness and equity. Life within the empire echoes the larger cycle of existence, transient and shifting. A Stoic ruler embraces this impermanence, acknowledging that power ebbs and flows. Such acceptance fosters adaptability, a skill essential for enduring leadership amid shifts. The emperor's foresight allows for resilience, seeing beyond the transient, crafting a legacy layered in enlightenment and adaptability. Solitude becomes the emperor's retreat, a reprieve where reflection deepens self-understanding. Away from external din, the emperor strengthens inner virtues, embracing silence as a source of enlightenment. Within this solitude lies clarity for leadership and connection, a reminder that true governance resonates from an intertwined dialogue of silence and understanding. Leadership requires moral courage, an unwavering commitment to ethical integrity despite adversity. This quiet steadfastness, embraced by the Stoic emperor, inspires societal morality. Through rule by conviction, a legacy of principle molds the empire, demonstrating that courage blossoms from a profound ethical commitment. Discipline molds Stoic governance, a personal practice pivotal to leadership. It shapes consistency in alignment with virtues amidst varied circumstances, fostering an environment of predictability and trust. Through disciplined action, the emperor infuses vitality into the empire's core, a reminder that power is sustained not by an iron grip, but by resolve and justice. Incorporating emotional intelligence is essential. Understanding and managing emotions enhances governance, nurturing a more realistic and compassionate approach. Anticipating reactions, the Stoic emperor promotes transparency and unity. This foundation in emotional awareness fortifies decision-making, sculpting governance through empathy, a reflection of leadership's enduring human element. Patience exemplifies the wise ruler's methodology, allowing space for thorough consideration and measured action amid a world of urgency. This restraint tempers impulsivity, aligning actions with an eternal vision for the empire. Patience becomes a profound tool in fostering a stable, grounded governance. Silent actions powerfully convey Stoic leadership. By embodying virtues authentically, the emperor teaches by example, inspiring allegiance rooted not in words, but in deeds. The moral fabric of the empire is fortified through these actions, a silent testament to the enduring nature of principle-led leadership. Forgiveness transforms past grievances into forward pathways. By liberating oneself from grudges, the Stoic leader strengthens governance, fostering unity and opportunity. Reconciliation suggests a broader vision of leadership, demonstrating that strength arises from understanding and growth beyond the past. Facing criticism with grace elevates personal growth and governance, nurturing a culture open to learning and adaptation. By embracing feedback, the emperor fosters humility, reinforcing dialogue and reflection, transforming adversity into a source of wisdom and strength. In Stoic leadership, silence represents consideration, not apathy. This silence allows the emperor to listen and engage with the realm, fostering inclusion and respect. Cultivating an environment where listening holds value strengthens unity and shared vision, reinforcing the pillars of leadership. Political intrigue is a terrain that tests the emperor's principles. Navigating these complexities with integrity reassures allies and subjects alike of a rule grounded in commitment and justice. These challenges affirm the emperor's steadfastness in values, preserving authority and respect. An emperor's reign, though bounded in time, bequeaths an enduring legacy through imparted values, a resonant influence beyond mortal tenure. The Stoic ruler's principles ripple through time, sowing seeds for governance inspired by restraint and virtue, a torch passed through generations. Strength intertwined with vulnerability offers a Stoic insight, deepening understanding and relatability. Embracing this duality humanizes leadership, fostering authentic connections and nurturing a culture rich with trust and empathy. Rituals ground an emperor's existence, anchoring leadership in wisdom and reflection. Embracing rituals nurtures virtues against ego, maintaining focus on broader visions. Rituals embed virtues into the fabric of governance, highlighting disciplined reflection over instant gratification. At the crux of Stoicism lies endurance, a pursuit of eternal principles in life's temporal nature. This balance of perseverance amid life's ebbings defines leadership, an eternal journey nestled in timeless ideals, sculpting an enduring legacy through resilience and wisdom. The warrior, in the tapestry of the Stoic journey, stands not on the conventional battlefield, but within the ever-changing arena of life's challenges. In the Stoic view, the essence of a true warrior transcends the physical realm and is defined instead by mastery over one's fears and emotions. Courage and fearlessness, concepts often misinterpreted in today's fast-paced world, emerge from a foundation of inner peace and profound understanding rather than reckless abandon. This courage embraces discomfort, acknowledges vulnerability, and chooses a composed engagement with circumstances, moving beyond the instinctual responses of fight or flight. To become a warrior in the Stoic sense is to find strength in control, not the suppression of emotions, but an understanding that guides them. By observing anger, fear, and aggression through a lens of calm rationality, a transformation occurs that dissolves reactionary violence and molds thoughtful action. Historical warriors, like the samurai or the philosophical soldier, valued honor and intentionality over the chaos of unchecked aggression. Similarly, the Stoic warrior is guided by a commitment to act with virtue and clarity, transcending primal instincts to act instead from a place of composed determination. Courage, redefined by the Stoic ethos, is not merely about physical acts of bravery, rescues, or defenses, but is instead an inward journey anchored in self-discovery and steadfastness in moral beliefs. True bravery lies in confronting internal adversities, doubts, biases, and inner turmoil. By recognizing these battles as the fiercest, the warrior grows not merely in bravado but in depth and character. Courage is evident in moments of vulnerability, when the heart seeks avoidance, but the spirit leans in, embracing challenges as pathways to growth. The Stoic warrior faces not only physical threats, but psychological trials, enhancing mental resilience and creating a fortress of calm which ensures actions are governed by wisdom, not by fleeting emotions. In the journey of life, fear serves both as a compass and a teacher. It alerts to danger, but also marks areas ripe for growth. The Stoic warrior sees fear not as a foe to be vanquished, but as an ally to understand and embrace. By acknowledging fear, insight is gained into personal limitations and areas requiring development. Courage is cultivated not in the absence of fear, but in its embrace and transcendence. This approach to fear is steeped in introspection. It involves challenging fear through rational thought and calm reflection, distilling raw emotion into actionable insight. The warrior learns to discern genuine threats from imagined ones, liberating themselves to act from informed clarity and purpose. Stoic mastery emphasizes control, not dominance. While the warrior illustrates strength and fortitude, a clear distinction is drawn between unnecessary force and composed control. True power does not impose. It influences and reshapes rather than restricts. The Stoic warrior exemplifies control through understanding, guiding situations with intelligent restraint and strategic patience instead of brute force. Grounded in non-dominance, the Stoic warrior respects the natural flow of life events, practicing temperance and fortitude. True influence is wielded through diplomacy of the heart and mind, engendering respect and trust through strength of character and integrity, aligning actions with core Stoic virtues such as justice and wisdom. The Stoic adage, "The pen is mightier than the sword," holds profound truth for the warrior, who values wisdom over weaponry. Reason prevails over reaction, and wisdom is deemed the ultimate weapon. Knowledge and understanding forge paths for peace and negotiation where conflict might otherwise thrive. By honing the intellect, the warrior cultivates foresight, anticipating consequences and planning judiciously. Wisdom, however, is more than compounded experience. It is the courage to apply knowledge in the service of virtue, empowering decisions aligned with higher principles and inherent truths. Navigating life's complexities with discernment and fairness, the warrior alters courses through dialogue, empathy, and shared understanding. In the paradox of strength, true power flows from compassion. The Stoic warrior derives resilience not merely from the ability to withstand hardship, but from empathy and understanding towards others. Recognizing the interconnectedness of the human experience, the warrior's compassion reveals itself through actions that uplift and bind communities with a shared sense of purpose and growth. Compassion fortifies the warrior's spirit, creating a channel between strength and gentleness. By choosing benevolence over aggression, the warrior engages in fierce kindness, building bridges instead of walls, and creating allies instead of adversaries, a powerful force indeed. The warrior's greatest conquest is internal, a mastery of emotions. External challenges often pale in significance compared to the challenge of reigning over one's own emotions. Anger, a common adversary, tempests the heart and obscures judgment. The Stoic warrior seeks to understand, not suppress, emotions, redirecting them toward constructive outcomes. Mastery is achieved not through resistance alone, but through a conscious navigation of emotional landscapes with patience and reflection. Temperance serves as the warrior's shield, transforming emotional chaos into calm, deliberate action. This mastery enhances relationships and communication, fostering healthier relationships and effective leadership. In the crucible of human existence, emotions can be transformed. Anger, often seen as destructive, can transform into courage. The Stoic warrior discerns that anger signals unmet needs or perceived injustices, using this understanding to channel anger into actions aligned with virtue and justice. This alchemical transformation requires courage to face the roots and consequences of anger, shifting from instinct to intention and turning emotions into allies for positive change. Within life's tapestry of contradictions, both fear and courage hold their place. Fear serves as caution. Courage stands as a beacon for progress. This interplay demands balance. The Stoic warrior, acknowledging fear without succumbing, traverses the path between caution and daring action, recognizing both elements' roles in growth. Patience intertwines with strength in the warrior's journey. The Stoic warrior exercises patience, understanding that true strength emerges over time, requiring waiting with purpose to grasp unfolding truths. Patience tempers actions, ensuring decisions align with core values and goals. Embracing patience teaches that some battles are best won by not engaging. By valuing patience, the warrior's strength becomes enduring, reflecting the truth that lasting power is found in steady progression toward greatness, not in hasty movements. Failure, the unwelcome companion on the warrior's path, is within Stoic thought an opportunity for profound learning. Acceptance of failure as part of the growth process allows the warrior to discover resilience amidst ruin. Failure becomes a teacher, not an endpoint, but a progression. By framing failure as a natural step in the journey, the warrior cultivates a mindset of courage, empowered by the willingness to persistently rise, learn, and continue anew, regardless of setbacks. Perseverance, as the embodiment of quiet strength, exemplifies the Stoic warrior's resolve. Beyond proclamations of transient victories, perseverance is testament to resilience and commitment. The warrior understands it as sustained effort and steadfast purpose, a refusal to be deterred by obstacles or failures. Perseverance fosters growth, continuously refining skills and insights, and ensuring focus on guiding purpose. With perseverance, the Stoic warrior not only endures but embraces life's trials, seeing them as elements essential for transformation toward self-mastery. Life is a dance between light and shadow. The Stoic warrior respects duality, knowing both are essential for character formation. Growth thrives through struggles, teaching that fears should not be banished but understood, enriching life perspectives. By acknowledging duality, the warrior achieves balance and harmony, embracing vulnerabilities and shadow aspects as integral to the greater tapestry. Strength is not in denying darkness, but in illuminating it with understanding and grace. Adversity, while often unwelcome, serves as a profound teacher. Stoic philosophy holds that life's challenges are vital to cultivating inner strength and wisdom. Struggles teach resilience, adaptability, and introspection, reshaping mindsets and expanding perspectives as they fortify the spirit. Adversity becomes an alchemical process, transforming pain and difficulty into assets of wisdom that empower future endeavors, shaping the warrior's path forward. Mentorship significantly shapes the Stoic warrior, guiding growth and imparting wisdom. In sharing experiences, lessons become a legacy, ensuring continuity of courage and resilience. Passing the torch extends wisdom beyond personal journeys, contributing to generational growth. Through mentorship, warriors impart a way of being, a model of living courageously and with integrity. This shared legacy stands testament to the warrior ethos, emphasizing empowerment and compassion's ripple effect, shaping others' personal and communal growth. For the Stoic warrior, courage manifests in daily life through rituals fortifying spirit and resilience. These moments of mindfulness, including journaling, nature observation, and meditation, ground the warrior, cultivating courage and clarity. These rituals bolster the inner landscape and align actions with values. Through consistent practice, courage becomes habitual, preparing the warrior to face life's challenges with resolve and gentle strength. Central to the Stoic warrior's ethos is reflection and preparation. Systemic experience's reflection cultivates future-oriented wisdom. Preparation readies the warrior to meet uncertainties with composure and insight, bridging thought and action. Through systematic preparation and reflection, the warrior develops a proactive mindset, poised to harness opportunities and face adversities with intent and clarity. In the domain of Stoic virtue, power is inseparable from responsibility. Strength guides broader good under justice and fairness. Balancing power with responsibility ensures influence amplifies virtue instead of self-interest, fostering integrity and trust. Leading with this balance, warriors with discernment motivate actions by principle, not personal gain. As a leader, they earn respect, ensuring influence empowers and contributes to shared courage and strength. The Stoic warrior's ultimate courage test is facing mortality. Recognizing life's finitude, every breath aligns actions with purpose to live fully. Mortality's embrace inspires choices reflecting urgency and significance. The awareness of mortality infuses meaning and impact into life, casting actions and decisions under temporal existence's significance. Through mortality, courage affirms the warrior's life legacy, living fully with purpose, open to life's beauty, driven by time's priceless gift. Reframing crisis as opportunity is the Stoic warrior's strength. Change compels growth outside comfort, unveiling latent strengths and insights. Through crisis, resilience, adaptability, and creativity are tested. This transformation invigorates, rejecting stagnation for dynamic progress. By welcoming crisis as opportunity, the warrior engages life's challenges with courage and anticipation. Crisis becomes a crucible for strength and clarity, unveiling unseen paths and potentials. In today's world, the Stoic warrior finds strength in silence. Within stillness, introspection, and self-reflection reveal obscured truths, discovering inner voice and purpose. The courage to embrace silence fosters steadfastness amid chaos. In this quietude, insights crystallize, offering clarity and fortifying resolve. Silence becomes a sanctuary of strength, a foundation for thoughtful actions, informed by contemplation and enriched by calm. Diversity of human experiences and cultures strengthens the warrior's understanding. Embracing varied perspectives enriches the warrior's approach to life and conflict, fostering awareness and inclusivity. Recognizing different traditions' unique insights allows the warrior to harmonize contrasting viewpoints, diminishing fear rooted in difference and fostering unity. This multicultural dialogue enhances understanding, broadening perspectives, and guiding actions with fairness. Embracing cultural diversity amplifies resilience and adaptability, creating meaningful connections and shared growth pathways. Service to others embodies courage through acts of kindness and empathy. Understanding personal transformation is tied to communal impact. The warrior's true strength arises in the upliftment of others. Service shifts focus inward to outward compassion, reflecting courage through contribution beyond oneself. This service reinforces values, fostering community, alleviating suffering, and creating opportunities for shared success. Serving others enshrines courage and affirms a legacy of impactful wisdom, catalyzing transformation personally and communally. The warrior's path is a continuous journey of growth, filled with achievement peaks and challenge valleys. Personal evolution requires steadfast commitment, facing experiences with open-mindedness and the courage to evolve. Though the world changes, Courage, resilience, and Stoic wisdom principles remain guiding beacons. Courage becomes both destination and journey. A lifelong commitment to growth involves revising and refining inner strength. Embracing continual growth, the warrior adapts, refining strategies and honing skills through trials and triumphs. This journey becomes an exploration of the unknown and a testament to the enduring spirit of courage and possibility. The legacy of the Stoic warrior is a testament of courage, balanced with strength, wisdom, and empathy. Forging paths intertwined with understanding and compassion, the warrior teaches by example, grounded in principles encouraging fearless grace. Every action resonates beyond immediate terrain, inspiring integrity, resilience, and purpose paths. This legacy transcends time, marking lives touched by wisdom and hearts fortified by courage. The warrior, embodying these principles, thrives beyond challenges, ensuring the enduring legacy of courage without hatred shines brightly in the tapestry of human experience. Discipline forms the backbone of any meaningful transformation, the foundation upon which the monk, the emperor, and the warrior build their paths. It transcends roles and unites disparate paths into one, revealing itself not as restriction, but as a portal to liberation. Through discipline, we find the freedom to choose how we respond to life, master our minds not through suppression, but understanding and alignment with deeper values. As we delve into the monk in meditation, the emperor in governance, and the warrior in action, we see how each embodies a unique relationship with discipline, showing how it adapts to various facets of life. The monk engages with discipline through simplicity, a sacred routine embraced in the dawn's silence. The monk's practices, such as meditation, fasting, and contemplation, forge clarity amidst external chaos. This structured solitude sharpens faculties and transcends distractions, where silence does not speak of emptiness, but fullness, creating a space for the self's exploration. The monk discovers that discipline, rather than a constraint, offers expansion, the freedom rooted in a mind's mastery, marking the journey toward spiritual transformation. In the realm of governance, the emperor embodies discipline through self-command. Marcus Aurelius is emblematic of this, blending introspection with the demands of leadership. His meditative reflections reveal that true power arises not from exerting control over others, but from maintaining sovereignty over oneself. This self-mastery forms the essence of just leadership, where daily disciplined reflection ensures that integrity governs the realm. Discipline, grounded in virtue, tempers decisions and solidifies legacies, marking a path from tyranny to benevolence, reminding us that any form of leadership demands a disciplined heart and purpose-driven mind. For the warrior, courage is forged through disciplined training and mental readiness, transforming fear from an impediment into a challenge. Morning rituals strengthen the warrior's body and mind, instilling resilience in the face of adversity. Discipline becomes the bedrock of an unyielding spirit, guiding responses not driven by impulse or fear. Each action becomes a deliberate choice inspired by purpose, not passion, revealing that victory lies not in defeating others, but in cultivating an inner realm impervious to external chaos. Routines emerge as the universal language that anchors all paths. They provide stability and a sense of control in a world frenetic with change. In the monk's meditative schedule, the emperor's regulatory customs, and the warrior's drills, routines transcend individuality, offering transcendence. These rituals embody life's symphony, elevating the soul above discord, fostering actions that align with aspirations and virtues. Through routine, life becomes a dance where repetition, liberated, cultivates creativity and growth, showing routine as the bridge to a flourishing life. Journaling, the discipline of introspection, serves as the soul's silent dialogue, offering thoughts, emotions, and ponderings a structured reflection. Writing becomes a sanctuary for the monk, emperor, and warrior, offering clarity beyond the temporal moment. This disciplined practice is not about crafting perfection, but exploring authenticity, tracing growth, and providing personal guidance. Amidst shifting landscapes, it offers stillness, facilitates clarity, and ensures the soul finds its voice, affirming self-discipline as a nurturing conversation with oneself. Through mindful breathing, discipline assures rooted presence for the monk, emotional mastery for the emperor, and composure for the warrior. Each breath becomes an anchor, reminding that in life's transience lies clarity and calm. Breathing practices transform the mundane to the sacred, where conscious inhalation purifies attention, reuniting the self with the moment. As a gentle rebellion against time's tyranny, mindful breath fosters grace and peace amidst life's storms, revealing a tapestry woven with clarity and infinite potential. Detachment emerges as discipline's offspring, embraced by the monk in renunciation, the emperor in judgment, and the warrior in battle. It involves releasing outcomes, focusing on effort and intention rather than results. Through disciplined relinquishment, it unveils profound freedom, transforming life's unpredictability into wisdom's calm discernment. Detachment, when guided by discipline, becomes second nature, unmasking control's illusion and creating a life experience imbued with flexibility, creativity, and resilience. As discipline faces fear, the monk holds it inwardly, the emperor encounters it in decisions, and the warrior confronts it in battle. Discipline transforms fear from an obstacle into a challenge, a gateway to growth rather than retreat. By acknowledging fear with composure, the disciplined mind transforms uncertainty into informed understanding. Fear finds its place as a mentor, encouraging resilience, patience, and strength. Discipline shows that embracing fear, rather than avoiding it, leads to true courage and insight. Amidst thought's unruliness, discipline provides order. The monk's meditation, the emperor's reflection, and the warrior's focus become practices of control, steering thoughts towards life-affirming paths. This mastery of mind transforms habitual reactions into reflective awareness, directing energy from worry and distraction to creativity and clarity. Through this disciplined mastery, thought serves wisdom over ego, forming a fortress of peace and purpose. Patience takes form through active discipline. For the monk, it is compassion in stillness. For the emperor, wisdom in decision-making. For the warrior, strategy in action. Discipline nurtures patience, transforming immediate gratifications into thoughtful approaches. It encourages trust in time, unveiling life's unfolding patterns, allowing for growth in waiting and sowing fields of potential. Patience is revealed as a powerful force through disciplined cultivation, where moments transform into wisdom's strength. Peace becomes the destination. Discipline constructs, not the mere absence of conflict, but a harmonious state of being. The monk finds peace in solitude, the emperor in just governance, and the warrior in honorable battle. This inner harmony is born from within, a resilience against life's storms. The pursuit of peace teaches that true strength lies in gentleness and wisdom in simplicity, revealing life as a canvas of ordinary beauty, elevated by simplicity and understanding. Discipline, coupled with virtue, creates an invisible tapestry of integrity and purpose. Discipline acts as virtue in action, refining authenticity within the monk, integrity within the emperor, and honor within the warrior. The disciplined adoption of virtues ensures they become lived realities, not abstract ideals. Life unfurls as a tapestry celebrating values, where discipline ensures virtue finds enduring expression. Within restraint lies empowerment. The monk's inward focus, the emperor's wise governance, and the warrior's measured force transform restraint from deprivation into empowerment. Discipline teaches that strength lies in the selective harnessing of desires, revealing freedoms that liberate the mind and heart. Embracing restraint becomes a compass steering life away from gratification toward fulfillment, unveiling life's richness in simplicity. Growth, sustained through discipline, undergoes transformation from aspiration to reality. Steadfast practice provides the fertile ground for evolution, where the monk refines wisdom, the emperor hones leadership, and the warrior sharpens skill. This disciplined journey allows for dynamic growth, where setbacks become lessons and triumphs stepping stones. Discipline ensures growth, not haphazard, aligning with life's deeper purpose, a sacred dance of progression. The symbiotic dance of will and surrender finds a partner in discipline, where life's true harmony unfolds. The monk exercises will in meditation and surrender in acceptance, the emperor in governance and trust, the warrior in readiness and composure. Discipline harmonizes these forces, ensuring evolution requires both effort and acceptance, teaching the wisdom of when to hold firm and when to release. A balanced life emerges through discipline's guidance, harmonizing contemplation with action. The monk contemplates to act wisely. The emperor ensures contemplation, guides governance, and the warrior relies on introspection for resilience. This balance between contemplation and action reveals life's fulfillment through integration. Through disciplined reflection and decisive action, life's symphony unfolds, deliberate and guided, coalescing thought and action into profound meaning. Embodied presence, rich in discipline, finds expression as a lived reality. The monk finds it in awareness, the emperor in governance, the warrior in strategic engagement. Discipline anchors presence, moving beyond the mind's wanderings to life's essence. Discipline reveals the body as a vital conduit for experiencing truth, nurturing a deep self-connection, allowing emotions to be fully felt. In being overdoing, each moment becomes an experience of profound consciousness and discovery. In solitude, discipline offers a gateway to self-communion and universal connection. The monk cherishes solitude for reflection, the emperor uses it for decisions, the warrior for introspective growth. Time alone becomes a sacred connection, transforming solitude into unity. Through disciplined solitude, authentic world encounters are fostered, transforming loneliness into companionship, revealing the unity underlying all existence. The eternal now unfolds through disciplined awareness, living fully in the present. The disciplined practice of presence reveals a vast realm of potential and wisdom. Through continual practice, life becomes a tapestry of presence, where each thread is celebrated. Through disciplined awareness, an appreciation for life's depth emerges, revealing the timeless reality of now, inhabiting a life of freedom, joy, and possibility. Adversity, met with discipline, becomes a catalyst for growth. The monk embraces adversity in silence. The emperor meets it with dignity. The warrior faces it with resolve. Discipline sees suffering as a passage to wisdom, cultivating grace in adversity, revealing the soul's resilience, transforming resistance into acceptance and pain into wisdom. Discipline shapes a more enlightened self, capable of weathering any storm. Rituals embraced through discipline ground life in consistency and intentionality. Rituals anchor the monk's spirituality, the emperor's governance, and the warrior's preparation. More than habits, they become ceremonies, connecting tradition with the present, revealing life's ceremony. Discipline fosters rituals that connect meaning, inviting the mundane into sacred expression, teaching that through intention, each moment holds potential for grounding and fulfillment. Purpose finds expression through disciplined practice. Discipline ensures purpose becomes lived, not conceptual, permeating existence. Through practice and purpose alignment, life unfolds as a coherent narrative. With purpose aligned, actions become meaningful, decisions rooted in discernment, transforming purpose from static to dynamic. Purpose manifests as a guiding compass, illuminating life's path toward fulfillment and authentic living. Self-ownership flourishes through discipline, where autonomy arises from conscious action. For the monk, it lies in mindfulness. For the emperor, in self-governance. For the warrior, in autonomy. Discipline nurtures autonomy, asserting one's role as life's architect, empowering life authorship. Discipline reveals freedom as informed choice, extending respect, integrity, and purpose, establishing self-ownership as personal sovereignty. Through disciplined effort, the self becomes both master and masterpiece, reflecting harmony in a meaningful world. By weaving discipline's principles into life, an individual crafts a tapestry of meaning, resilience, and growth. This voyage through disciplined thinking, intentional routines, and mindful action reveals a life rich with possibilities, a personal symphony ever unfolding. In the quiet recesses of a monastery, amidst the stillness and ancient stone, begins the profound practice of thought management. Here, the mind transforms into a sanctuary, echoing the tranquility and purpose found within the monk's meditation chamber. It is an endeavor that acknowledges the often chaotic nature of an untamed mind, prone to distraction and self-imposed suffering. Here, the essence is not to suppress or indulge emotions, but to gently observe, allowing thoughts to arise and pass without attachment, like leaves drifting upon a serene river. Each thought briefly noticed, never clung to, fosters a mind ordered and harmonious, free from illusion and filled with clarity. Mindfulness stands as the cornerstone in this practice, a beacon illuminating the now as the only true moment. Through its lens, our thoughts emerge not as commands, but as observations, detached, allowing presence to occupy the space between stimulus and response. This awareness nurtures an unclouded vision, uncovering conditioned patterns and biases, like a soft light cast into the shadowed corners of our mind. As mindfulness embraces daily life, it gifts us with clarity, calming the internal tumult and enabling our responses to life's challenges to arise from a deep well of equanimity and insight. In this intimate dance with the mind, the practice of cultivating non-reactivity emerges. Like observing the weather from the shelter of a solid edifice, this cultivated detachment from the storm within allows for action rooted in discerning calmness, not automatic reaction. Non-reactivity is a conscious choice, engaging us to break free from the habitual loops of emotional triggers. By trusting in the transience of thoughts, like raindrops on a window, rather than seeing them as immutable truths, we liberate ourselves. Our minds grow serene, reflecting the monk's disciplined strength, a sanctuary even amidst the cacophony. To the humble breath we turn, for it is a lifeline connecting the mind with the present, fostering relaxation and clarity, deep and conscious. Each breath becomes an opportunity, a chance to renew the mind's focus, anchoring it amidst the flux. Deliberate practice in breathing, whether through depth or alternate nostrils, calms and centers, its rhythm providing mental clarity and emotional balance. In every breath lies the monk's serenity, gently guiding us through the ever-complex terrain of self-discovery. The embrace of silence offers fertile ground for introspection and profound self-realization. As distractions fade away in these quiet spaces, contemplation blooms, revealing presence and understanding. Silence, in its profound absence of noise, becomes an ally, allowing the mind to echo the monk's commitment to self-exploration and intentioned peace. In worlds loud with demands, stealing moments for silence, be it through meditation or just still reflection, dismantles the mental barriers to understanding, inviting deep insight and clarity. The influence of our physical environment on mental clarity is profound. Just as a monk's simple, clean space nourishes the mind, so too do we benefit from intentional surroundings. Minimal distractions, intentional elements of nature, and reminders of our values frame our surroundings as mirrors to our inner order. These curated environments harmonize with our mental discipline, fostering spaces where reflection and growth naturally thrive, an echo of the monk's contemplation chamber. Pillars of thought, such as attention and focus, stand central to the monk's daily practice. Through cultivating these attributes, full engagement with the present moment emerges, diminishing the chaos of competing thoughts. Techniques akin to meditation or mindful exercises sharpen our ability to steer focus, immersing deeply in tasks or moments. As strength in focus develops, we find a calm reminiscent of the monk's presence, navigating thoughtscapes with a precision rooted in purpose and discipline. Non-attachment is a path to freedom, one where the monk's mastery liberates the mind from the chains of desire and fear. Detaching from the ephemeral qualities of thought, we seize an opportunity to release the need for control, thus fostering a fluid life unburdened by mental constructs. Recognizing thoughts as ever-changing allows for a freedom unmarred by clinging, where experiences are fully savored, yet let go with ease. Here lies a principle integral to monk's discipline, inviting authenticity and peace. Meditation, the heart of the introspective journey, invites us to cultivate a calm and aware mind through structured engagement with consciousness. Beyond silence, it is an active practice of witnessing, settling restless currents of thought and reaching insight emerging naturally like the dawn over hills. Meditation transforms our mental terrain into a reflective pond, clear and insightful. Regular practice becomes a woven fabric in daily life, transforming transient thoughts into purposeful instruments of the monk's journey. In the depths of introspection, self-mastery is forged. This reflective practice leads to an understanding of desires, motives, and fears, like a monk contemplating in solitude. Courage is summoned to face inner mirrors without illusion, aligning actions with deeply held values. This approach does not merely survey thoughts, but investigates motivations, uncovering pathways to psychological terrain. a dedicated practice of the monk's growth and self-regulation aligned with authenticity. Daily interactions call for a mindful approach to communication, a reflection of the thought discipline monks cultivate. Mindful engagement through words aligns with our mental clarity, inviting us to speak with intention and listen with presence. Communication brimming with empathy and attentiveness fosters understanding, grounding interactions in a compassion resonant of a monk's wisdom. Words chosen with care craft bridges of connection and kindness, mirroring an internal discipline extending into the shared world. The cultivation of emotional awareness assures an insightful journey through internal landscapes. Like tides rising and falling, acknowledging emotions without judgment nurtures resilience. By observing, rather than amplifying or suppressing feelings, we discover the depths of our experiences with equanimity. Mindful observation reveals triggers and patterns beneath reactions, offering transformative insights that support a balanced existence akin to the monk's emotional discipline. By living fully engaged in the present moment, untouched by past regrets or future anxieties, we embody the essence of the monk's teachings. Anchoring in the now unveils life's richness, uncluttered by distraction. Techniques such as grounding activities or observation enhance this presence, enriching our experience. Freed from time's illusions, we embrace everything life offers today, aligned with the humble grace of the monk's purposeful existence. Holistic harmony, with mind and body entwined, underscores the journey toward clarity. Herein lies the monk's insight, understanding that a nurturing connection between physical and mental well-being cultivates a balanced life. Practices like mindful movement or yoga enhance this alignment, encouraging awareness of bodily rhythms. This attunement supports mental clarity and emotional balance, a foundation for growth aligning closely with the monk's ethos. The virtue of practicing detachment, a relinquishment of control, is central to the monk's wisdom. Detachment is an acceptance of life as it unfolds, free from the need to dictate outcomes. Intentional reflection and mindfulness nurture this freedom, aligning our essence with the key teachings of contentment and impermanence. Shifting this perspective removes the weight of desire, allowing us to traverse life's journey with acceptance. Metacognition, the awareness of our thought processes, offers insight into our inner workings. Patterns and biases manifest through reflection. This deepened awareness prompts us to engage with thoughts proactively, marveling at how they shape our perceptions. As we hone this capacity, managing inner dialogue becomes second nature, echoing the monk's thoughtful exploration toward self-discovery and mastery. Fear, potent and transformative, calls for engagement with clarity and purpose. The monk reframes fear as not a barrier, but a catalyst. By revealing its roots, it becomes approachable, fostering courage in uncertainty. Introspective practices demystify fear's shadow, liberating energy for resilience. This aspect of monk's discipline embraces fear as essential for growth, a stepping stone toward personal liberation. The cultivation of emotional resilience, rooted in vulnerability, forms the foundation of the monk's mind. This resilience perceives challenges as growth opportunities, transcending limitations and embracing change. Techniques like journaling, reflection, and sharing fortify the adaptability requisite for navigating life's complexities and forging personal evolution. In embracing this resilience, we mirror the monk's tenacious pursuit of harmonized existence. Embracing stillness amidst life's flow, like the calm in a perennial continuum, defines the monk's practice, It highlights the value of intentional pause, creating tranquil interludes for introspection and inner balance. Through meditation or quiet nature sojourns, stillness anchors the mind, nurturing peace beneath chaos. This dedicated calmness aligns with the monk's serene demeanor, infused with awareness and poised for life's unfolding. Ancient wisdom, traversing eras, guides our mental journey as it lights pathways with profound insights. Monks draw upon the teachings of the ancients, Marcus Aurelius, Buddha, Lao Tzu, integrating timeless lessons into their self-discovery. Engaging with this wisdom deepens our understanding of the mind's potential and our broader existence. By reflecting upon these timeless lessons, our journey aligns with monks, inspiring thoughtful, mindful living. A compassionate mindset ingrains within monks' practice, reflecting humanity's shared spirit. Compassion extends not only through action, but also through cultivated thoughts, nurturing kindness and empathy. Techniques like loving-kindness meditation build this compassionate foundation, balancing our outlook and fostering genuine connections. Engaging with compassion mirrors the monk's perspective, resonating with kindness and mindful consciousness. Rituals anchor the monk's routine, instilling structure and continuity. Each deliberate act, imbued with meaning, fosters an ordered path and clear intent. Through rituals, meditative affirmations, gratitude practices, our minds are guided, reminders of commitments to clarity and intent. Rituals weave into daily rhythms, grounding a focused mindfulness resonant of the monk's journey. Daily practice embodies the monk's commitment to growth over time, with discipline reflecting a holistic pursuit of self-awareness. This ongoing dedication underscores the importance of adaptability and consistency in cultivating mental clarity and intent. Practices, meditation, mindfulness, reflective writing, affirm the monk's quest for enriched living. In aligning with this path, we echo a steadfast pursuit of purpose and authenticity. We close our exploration of thought mastery, honoring the monk's journey of growth and inner transformation. This path transcends understanding, embodied in clarity and presence. As practices align with these teachings, we embrace the transitory nature of this mental odyssey, endlessly refining clarity, insight, and purpose in its boundless expanse. In maintaining this commitment, we nurture lives defined by the monk's cadence, echoing clarity within our own expansive, mindful being. In the vast expanse of one's inner realm, the ruler navigates a turbulent sea of emotions, each wave potent and unpredictable. These emotions, like the crash of waves upon the shore, demand attention not as forces to be denied, but as elements to ponder, their origins explored with curiosity, their impermanence embraced. For the Stoic emperor, mastering these emotional torrents is essential, turning chaos into a conduit for energy and growth. Emotions, treated as wise counselors rather than unyielding tyrants, allow one to retain sovereignty over the inner empire, ensuring actions align with steadfast principles rather than impulsive desires. Emotions are intrinsic to the human condition, acknowledged by the sage ruler as potent influences capable of offering deep insights into values and motivations. Yet, the mastery of emotions does not lie in suppressing their presence, but in maintaining clarity amidst their tides. It is not events themselves, Marcus Aurelius suggests, that disturb us, but our interpretation of them. The Stoic emperor views emotions with patience, understanding them to be part of a larger dialogue within the self. This perspective fosters a stable internal environment where tranquility arises not from the absence of emotion, but from mastery over them. The allure of power, whether governing an empire or one's own responses, is intoxicating. Yet true power for the Stoic resides not in dominion over others, but in the ability to control one's own reactions and desires. This power is a double-edged sword, easily ensnaring the ego, pulling it from the path of humility and wisdom. Unchecked power becomes a burden. Thus, it must be wielded with restraint, nurturing justice both within oneself and towards others. Power, left unchecked, can cloud judgment and warp perception, making the whispers of conscience easy to dismiss. For the sage emperor, vigilance is essential, ensuring power serves to bolster virtue rather than diminish it. Tempered with the anchor of Stoic ethics, power becomes the tool not just of effective governance, but of a life aligned with the principles of fairness. Humility, often overlooked, shields the Stoic ruler from the ravages of pride and arrogance. It is the tether that reins in the surge of emotions, guiding the emperor in acknowledging their own fallibility and limitations without equating humility to weakness. Instead, it emerges as strength, an awareness of one's place within a larger tapestry, where greatness is tempered by the awareness of potential error. Through humility, emotional regulation finds a balanced perspective, cultivating continuous growth and learning from both high and low sources. This openness transforms challenges into opportunities, ensuring the ego remains in check while genuine self-improvement is pursued. With humility as both shield and guide, the emperor's decisions are grounded firmly in wisdom and compassion. Patience forms the cornerstone of ruling emotions, providing space for reflection and deliberate response. In facing emotional tempests, the ruler understands the necessity of waiting, allowing clarity to emerge. Patience insists on mindful deliberation, avoiding rash actions fueled by transient emotions. Embracing time as an ally rather than an adversary, patience equips the Stoic with resilience, guiding responses with rational thought over impulsive reaction. Guided by patience, the emperor demonstrates leadership rooted in wisdom and emotional intelligence, embodying thoughtful action rather than hasty judgments. Justice stands central in the Stoic's governance of emotions, shaping interactions both within and beyond oneself. Ruling justly requires emotions not to unduly sway decisions, but to uphold actions congruent with ethical standards. Justice becomes the compass, orienting the ruler toward behaviors that honor both the self and others. In practice, justice demands discerning the roots of emotional impulses and aligning them with virtue. The emperor consistently evaluates how emotions affect perception and behavior, striving to maintain equilibrium where justice prevails. This commitment creates a harmonized inner world where personal desires never supersede ethical considerations, reinforcing justice as the framework for virtuous living. Balancing logic and emotion becomes the artful practice of the Stoic ruler, where neither can fully thrive without the other. Logic alone cannot capture the depth of human experience, just as emotion must not run unchecked by reason. In seeking harmony, logic guides while emotion enriches, each informing the decision-making processes, crafting responses animated by both heart and mind. Navigating this balance, emotions are seen not as adversaries, but as complementary forces that add richness to existence. The emperor embraces wisdom from both logic and emotion, crafting a narrative where each holds its rightful place, avoiding ensnarement by emotional sway through the practice of detachment. This does not imply indifference, but a deliberate distancing from immediacy, allowing emotions to be observed as transient, yielding insights without surrendering to their whims. Through detachment, emotions cease to define identity, but become passing weather patterns, allowing the ruler to steer the inner dominion with discernment. Empathy, then, becomes an essential aspect of effective emotional governance, providing a broader perspective through understanding others. This empathy fosters connection, creating bridges between personal and shared experiences, enhancing leadership through compassionate engagement. The Stoic ruler nurtures empathy through active listening and thoughtful engagement, enriching emotional awareness and fostering an environment where emotional truths enhance wisdom. By weaving empathy into governance, emotional connection becomes a tool for unity, enhancing shared understanding and progression. Managing anger with wisdom requires acknowledging its presence and exploring its roots for deep insights. Anger often highlights unmet needs or perceived injustices, serving as a signal rather than a source of judgment. Wisdom diffuses anger's potential through introspection, transforming it into an opportunity for resolution, reframing it as a teacher rather than an adversary. Fear, too, provides valuable insights into the emotional landscape, not as a foe, but as an expression to be understood. Engaging with fear without judgment, examining its roots, reveals deeper consciousness insights, offering growth opportunities. Addressing fear involves courageously examining its sources, transforming it into a core for personal transformation, merging fear into a servant of virtue over a barrier to progress. Similarly, sadness demands acknowledgement and reflection, tying deeply to life's impermanence. It provides profound lessons about purpose and meaning, urging the Stoic ruler to transcend it through actions aligned with values. By aligning purpose with actions, the emperor emerges from shadows into a renewed sense of direction, where sadness becomes a stepping stone, enriching the quest for a fully lived life. Mindful presence forms the foundation upon which emotional mastery is built. Remaining present allows for clarity and emotional regulation, unburdened by past regrets or future anxieties. This mindful practice fosters centeredness, transforming emotions into experiences rather than dictators, crafting serene mastery rooted in calm reflection. The power of reflection amplifies the Stoic ruler's practice, nurturing self-awareness and offering transformation space. Reflection reveals emotional patterns and responses, inviting self-awareness and nurturing resilience. By dedicating time to reflection, every emotional encounter becomes a learning opportunity, enriching the ruler's commitment to reasoned choices. Building emotional resilience is vital for enduring setbacks without losing sight of foundational principles. It strengthens internal resolve, transforming difficulties into growth catalysts, fortifying the ruler's dominion over the emotional realm. As resilience is cultivated, the challenges serve to enrich rather than hinder, with gratitude, perspective shifting, and self-compassion serving as the cornerstones of this strength. Mastering emotional communication fosters understanding and connection, transforming dialogue into a foundation for meaningful interactions. Prioritizing clarity, honesty, and respect encourages openness, where conflicts find resolution through compassion and collaboration. This mastery fortifies relationships, deepening connections founded on mutual respect and understanding. Inner dialogue, continuously conversing within, profoundly influences emotional regulation. Aligning it with Stoic principles transforms it into a source of encouragement and guidance, Nurturing compassionate self-talk reshapes hindering narratives and supports emotional understanding, enhancing the ability to craft a narrative steeped in values and aspirations. Self-ownership encourages the Stoic ruler to see emotions as theirs to manage and shape. Embracing responsibility empowers proactive engagement, turning setbacks into growth opportunities, reinforcing that transformation arises from within through deliberate play and conscientious action. The dance of acceptance and change forms a dynamic interplay fostering growth. Acceptance embraces reality without resistance, while change transforms misaligned responses into virtuous living. Together, they create harmony where the emperor recognizes emotions as part of a continuum, crafting a life where each moment is met with openness and yearning for improvement. Setting emotional boundaries maintains inner peace, preventing emotional exhaustion. Boundaries distinguish between supportive and draining engagements, guarding emotional well-being, preserving energy for pursuits aligned with virtue, ensuring life complexities are navigated without sacrificing emotional health. Emotional mastery is a virtuous circle where practices enrich and amplify one another, harmonizing internal landscapes. It nurtures self-awareness, fostering acceptance and change guided by resilience. Through this mastery, emotions serve as messengers guiding toward greater fulfillment, weaving a sacred quest for virtue into a life worth living. Integrating Stoic practices into daily life fortifies emotional governance effectively. Meditation, journaling, and mindful observation ground experiences in thoughtful action, transforming life's chaos into a sanctuary of stillness. This ensures emotional governance remains robust, independent of circumstances, embodying Stoicism's ideal of resilience. Overcoming emotional intrusions, sudden and unexpected, tests the ruler's composure. Viewing them as refinement opportunities rather than peace obstacles, the Stoic ruler responds with openness and adaptability, embracing the chances for clarity and learning. Aligning emotions with a higher calling ensures responses reflect deepest values. This alignment transforms emotions into allies, enriching existence by guiding the ruler towards actions embodying virtue. Intentional reflection ensures an emotional tapestry resonates with aspirations, redefining them as guiding lights. Finally, finding fulfillment in emotional mastery offers profound satisfaction. A life navigated by both logic and emotion crafts a narrative where enlightenment and fulfillment converge. By embracing the journey of emotions, the Stoic ruler allies emotional richness with Stoic pursuit, discovering that a life woven with wisdom and emotion offers a legacy of wisdom and compassion. The path toward emotional mastery unfolds not as a destination, but an ongoing journey whose potential lies within, urging ever toward the Stoic ideal of compassionate insight and enduring peace. Adversity wraps itself into the fabric of existence, a crucible for transformation that has, through time, tempered countless souls into resilient beings. Like a skilled blacksmith working with raw iron, the Stoic warrior understands that challenges are not merely stumbling blocks, but rather stepping stones. Each trial presents the opportunity to refine character and manifest an invincible spirit. To the warrior of the mind and heart, adversity is embraced as a necessary passage on the journey toward self-mastery. The saga of the Stoic warrior diverges from aggression. It is a narrative of disciplined power, wielded not to vanquish others but to conquer the internal shadows of doubt, despair, and despondency. Adversity invites a deep delving into oneself, a journey into the unexplored recesses of potential, bringing forth dormant strength and casting it into the daylight of awareness. Thus, we embark on this introspective chapter, exploring how the warrior traverses the path of courageous resilience. Approached not as foes but as teachers, the challenges of life evoke a fierce commitment to harness inner strength and rise above with dignity and grace. The ancients, profound sages of time, understood well the value of adversity, embedding it deeply within their philosophical tapestries. Stoicism, in particular, imbues life's trials with profound meaning, perceiving them as sacred rites of personal growth and illumination. For the Stoics, life's challenges are akin to rigorous training on a cosmic battlefield, wherein every confrontation is an invitation to cultivate virtue and wisdom. This timeless perspective resounds even today, as adversities continue to shape our modern existence. Personal losses, professional setbacks, societal upheavals, or existential tremors. In the whirlwind pace of today's world, adversity can seem a relentless wave threatening to consume. Yet the timeless guidance of ancient teachings provides an anchor, offering a framework for understanding and transcending these trials. By weaving Stoic principles into the tapestry of daily living, we are empowered to engage with modern challenges with equanimity, perceiving them not as barriers impenetrable, but as pathways to growth and transformation. Here, adversity is not a punitive destiny, but a patient mentor, guiding us toward a fortified strength and discovering our authentic selves. Encountering adversity with the heart of a warrior demands a mindset sculpted from clarity, intention, and an unyielding allegiance to truth. The Stoic warrior embodies a serene yet vigilant presence, prepared to face whatever emerges, not with trepidation, but with equanimity and strength. This mindset, while innate to the spirit, is also meticulously cultivated through practice and reflection, drawing wisdom from the enduring lessons of past trials to inform present endeavors. Fear, to the warrior, is acknowledged, yet is not permitted the reins of action. It is transformed, becoming a powerful catalyst that sharpens focus and solidifies resolve. Poised in harmony between acceptance and action, the warrior maintains a balance that weathers storms with patience and fortitude. To shrink from adversity, to the warrior, would be to deny the self a sacred chance for growth. Rather than retreating when faced with difficulty, the warrior steps forward, greeting each challenge with a resolute gaze. The essence lies in an unwavering commitment to continuous improvement, seeing adversity not as a nuisance to evade, but as a profound catalyst for inner transformation. The specter of fear often accompanies adversity, slipping quietly into our minds, casting shadows over the unfamiliar terrain beyond our comfort zones. Yet to the Stoic warrior, fear is not an adversary, but rather a companion that signifies our vulnerability, urging us to summon courage. Resilience in the face of fear requires acknowledging its presence while refusing to capitulate to its dominion. Through understanding and integrating fear, we become stalwart, fortifying inner resolve, shaping minds capable of embarking into the unknown. Cultivating such resilience demands steadfast effort, leaning into discomfort and allowing struggles to be the instruments of thriving rather than mere survival. The warrior achieves this equilibrium through practices meant to strengthen both mind and spirit, mindfulness, reflection, and a disciplined adherence to virtues. Gradually, fear loses its intimidating visage, becoming a wellspring of motivation, driving purposeful action. Embracing fear with composed courage, the warrior embodies resilience, standing undaunted amidst adversity with an unwavering presence. Embedded within adversity lies the uncharted territory of self-discovery. Challenges often hold a mirror to our deeper fears, desires, and insecurities. By facing these reflections earnestly and with curiosity, the Stoic warrior initiates a transformative inward journey, unearthing truths about the self, often hidden in the absence of struggle. Each trial becomes a stepping stone in illuminating one's core values, strengths, and perceived limitations. This journey, both humbling and affirming, dismantles illusions and reveals the deeper layers of the authentic self. Adversity calls forth authenticity, stripping away the myriad disguises to unveil a raw essence beneath. With each challenge overcome, the warrior discovers latent capabilities, redefining their self-conception. Here thrives an opportunity for profound inner exploration, understanding adversity as an avenue to delve into identity, refining it in the perpetual quest for self-mastery and understanding. Patience, a virtue central to the warrior's demeanor, acts as an effective shield that tempers the spirit through adversity's inevitable trials. Impatience, in the face of such trials, can lead to rash decisions, compounding difficulties instead of resolving them. The Stoic warrior comprehends that patience forms the cornerstone of resilience, offering the calm needed to reflect, adapt, and wisely respond to life's challenges. It is patience's gentle flame that tempers the warrior's spirit, allowing for thoughtful action rather than impulsive reaction. Nurturing patience involves a conscious dedication to inner tranquility and composure. Through practices of mindfulness, the warrior fosters a state of attentive presence, focusing on the immediacy of the present moment rather than being drawn into distant uncertainties. With patience deepening, adversity seems less daunting, and the path through challenges clearer. The warrior's progress is deliberate, grounded in patience that envelops tumultuous emotions and guides them toward constructive efforts. Here, the storm of adversity softens, revealing wisdom and resilience awaiting beneath. To the Stoic warrior, setbacks appear not as obstacles, but as stepping stones along the path of greater achievement. Each setback holds within it seeds for growth, valuable lessons poised to drive transformation. This alchemy of setbacks into opportunities requires adopting a perspective that views failures as precursors to success instead of its antithesis. The warrior embraces failures as opportunities to learn, adapt, and overcome, discovering within each misstep a kernel of wisdom to guide future pursuits. The metamorphosis from setbacks to opportunities involves discerning lessons embedded within adversity and integrating these insights into future endeavors. This dynamic growth approach characterizes the warrior's journey, where each challenge encountered fortifies the spirit and focuses the mind. Through reframing setbacks, the warrior maintains agency and ownership over their evolution, consistently advancing towards self-actualization with confidence and determination. Thus, adversity assumes its role in the warrior's growth, catalyzing progress and steering forward momentum. Detachment serves as the warrior's shield, offering protection against the slings and arrows of adversity. It denotes a capacity to sustain an inner equanimity amid life's inevitable fluctuations, an art refined through Stoic practices of focusing on what remains within control and relinquishing what cannot. By nurturing such detachment, the warrior distances from emotional tumult, perceiving challenges with clarity and objectivity. This detachment is not akin to apathy, but signifies a profound liberation from the constraints of external validation and fear of failure. Through detachment, the warrior engages the world with purpose and clarity, unburdened by emotional encumbrances. Within this tranquility rests the foundational strength of the warrior, permitting confrontation with adversity with serene resolve. Such inner peace provides a cornerstone for resilience, enabling the warrior to navigate trials with serene, composed confidence. Understanding that emotions, when properly harnessed, serve as potent allies, the Stoic warrior engages in the art of emotional alchemy, the transformation of raw emotional energies into constructive forces. Be it anger, fear, or grief, these emotions become valuable fuel for purposeful action and change. The warrior identifies their origins and meanings, ensuring emotions illuminate the path rather than obstruct it. This metamorphosis demands mindfulness and intention, whereby the warrior masterfully engages with emotions. Through this process, the warrior gains mastery over their inner world, wielding emotional insights to bolster resilience and empowerment. Through emotional alchemy, the Stoic warrior progresses as a master of the inner realm, channeling emotional energies to confront adversity with calm, courage, and creativity. At the heart of the Stoic warrior's journey lies the role of virtue, courage, wisdom, justice, and temperance, each acting as moral compasses steering the warrior through life's challenges with integrity and grace. Virtues become foundational pillars, fortifying resolve amidst adversity. Courage emboldens the warrior to face fear head-on. Wisdom guides decisive action. Justice upholds fairness and balance, and temperance ensures moderation and patience. Amidst life's challenges, virtues transform into living forces, fortifying the warrior's spirit. They help transcend chaos, providing peace in unwavering adherence to ethical principles. Through embodying these virtues, the warrior not only survives, but thrives, allowing them to use adversity as a path for profound inner realization and growth. Grief and loss present some of the most profound trials, as they require us to reconcile with life's transient nature. The Stoic warrior faces these experiences with stoic grace, drawing strength from acceptance and detachment. Embracing transience better equips the warrior to navigate the depths of grief, finding deeper solace through acceptance. Honoring emotions that arise in response to loss without harsh judgment enables healing. The warrior acknowledges grief as a pivotal, natural process, ultimately guiding toward renewal. By fostering space for these emotions, the warrior emerges from grief with renewed purpose. This navigation of loss teaches the warrior to cherish life more deeply, unlocking joy and meaning in each moment. Relationships, while enriching, bring forth unique adversities. Navigating the labyrinth of connection requires empathy, understanding, and resilience. To foster harmony, the warrior applies patience, compassion, and tolerance, enabling interpersonal relationships to withstand turbulent storms. Resilience in relationships demands open dialogue, mutual respect, and commitment to nurturing connections. Challenges arise commonly through unmet needs and misunderstandings, which the warrior proactively addresses, nurturing trust and respect. Through these relationships, the warrior finds strength in community, fortifying their collective journey towards growth and transformation. Change and uncertainty are inescapable in life, yet they inspire resistance and fear. The Stoic warrior views them as opportunities for growth and adaptation, embracing life's fluidity instead of clinging to a mirage of certainty. Adapting to change demonstrates resilience, empowering the warrior to face the unmarked path with curiosity and confidence. Adopting a mindset open to new possibilities, the warrior welcomes each change as a fresh beginning. With enthusiasm for the unknown, the warrior releases past attachments and ventures boldly forward. Such openness transforms uncertainty into potential, fostering joyful curiosity that drives perpetual growth and transformation. Mental strength becomes an indomitable fortress, protecting the Stoic warrior against life's tempests. Cultivated through disciplined practices, it fortifies the mind, ensuring steadfast stability in life's adversities. Meditation, self-reflection, and mental exercises sharpen resolve, maintain focus, and promote emotional regulation. Driven by unwavering self-awareness, the warrior's mind anchors amidst chaos. Additionally, this fortress offers refuge, a sanctuary where mental strength shields against external turmoil, cultivating resilience. As mental strength solidifies the warrior's core, they can stand firm, proceeding through life's adversities with grace and clarity. While the warrior's journey may seem solitary, community support enhances resilience, providing a vital framework for triumph over adversity. Relationships with friends, family, and mentors grant encouragement, perspective, and guidance, enriching personal transformation. Fostering a supportive community entails nurturing mutual respect, empathy, and synergy, aligning shared values and goals. The warrior understands strength in unity, appreciating the support that invites growth. Through sacred connections, the warrior embraces challenges with newfound vigor, always buoyed by the shared pursuit of wisdom and transformation. Introspection and self-reflection offer profound insight, guiding the Stoic warrior through life's challenges towards enlightenment. Delving inward, the warrior unravels motivations, thoughts, and emotions, turning challenges into opportunities. Regular self-examination nurtures self-awareness, ensuring alignment with core ethical values. Identifying patterns and potential areas for growth, the warrior gains insight into themselves and their interplay with the universe. Self-reflection regenerates, turning past experience into learning and guiding future paths. Embraced routinely, it enriches the resilient spirit, powering the warrior through conquest of adversity. Purpose illuminates the warrior's pathway through adversity, imbuing their journey with clarity and determination. It fuels perseverance, enabling the warrior to rise despite hardship, aligning their actions with a higher calling. Living purposefully provides focus amidst uncertainty. The pursuit of meaningful goals transcends trial to drive growth and contribution. Through reflection and exploration, the warrior identifies their unique purpose, which guides their journey through change. Externally, purpose serves as an anchor, grounding their spirit while encouraging internal resilience. Adversity morphs, becoming an instrument for deep understanding, progress, and fulfillment along a path toward ultimate goals. Letting go is a liberating facet of the Stoic warrior's being, offering freedom from the binds of attachment. Practicing release of control releases weight and opens the doors to embrace change naturally. This surrender allows space for possibilities to arise, freeing the warrior from past constraints. Through courageous release, the warrior steps into the unknown, unburdened by past desires. This act distills courage, signaling freedom, like shedding an encumbered disguise. Letting go fosters an experience of clarity and presence, empowering the warrior to progress with strength and grace. Building emotional fortitude strengthens the heart through mastering emotion engagement. The Stoic warrior, recognizing emotions' place in being, approaches them with curiosity and compassion. This method balances inner emotional worlds that sustain resilience. Approaching emotions mindfully facilitates understanding of their roots and impacts, paving the warrior's resilience journey. Through emotional intelligence, fluctuations transform into profound insights, enriching self-exploration and growth. Thus, emotional fortitude grounds the warrior's authenticity through life's adversities. Perseverance reigns as a watermark of the resilient spirit, motivating the Stoic warrior beyond limits to realize one's highest potential. This commitment energizes consistent forward movement, marrying effort and patience, guided by enshrined purpose. Pursuing unwavering self-realization equips the warrior to transgress limitations through visible inspiration and empowerment. Infusing each action with meaning and intention, perseverance propels the warrior's heroism, defying uncertainty with tenacious grace. Through perseverance, a warrior emerges rooted in pursuit of unyielding truth and virtue. Amid suffering, the Stoic warrior finds meaning, transforming adversity into pathways towards enlightenment. Reframing suffering as integral rather than punitive encourages growth amidst hardship. In acceptance, suffering fosters empathy and perception beyond shallow understandings. Approaching suffering with compassionate curiosity lets insight sprout, enriching perspective and igniting profound inner strength. Illuminating suffering's lessons cultivates wisdom, guiding the warrior through renewed acclaim of purpose and transformation. Rising from adversity becomes a renewal rite, marking rebirth for the Stoic warrior. Hardships serve as alchemic fuels, inspiring the warrior's evolution. Resilience enables triumph from trials, stronger and wiser, committed to personal purpose and potential. The renewal journey unfolds through reflection and integration. Embracing cyclical change promises personal evolution, solidifying strength and wisdom against experience's fires. Through adversity's crucible, the warrior's transformation lays foundation for future, boundless growth potential. Courage becomes daily practice for the Stoic warrior, consistently choosing to face change with bravery. Grounding authenticity and purpose, courage emboldens the warrior's path through life. By confronting fears, courage energizes purposeful action, modeling the warrior's conviction in self-mastery. Constantly affirming to live courageously, the warrior harnesses fear as a motivator. Courage endows fear as an ally, grounding resolve. Thus, courage embodies the warrior's core, bolstering life navigation with authenticity. The Stoic warrior's journey bequeaths a legacy, forming an indelible anthology of resilience and transformation. Through trials, the warrior inspires others to embark on pathways of personal growth and mastery. Their impact transcends accolades, illuminating paths of possibility. Embodying courage, integrity, and wisdom, the warrior imparts virtues that foster resilience and illuminates a path for future generations. This legacy of perpetual growth lives as an echo, heralding the enduring power of the human spirit. Virtue serves as the lantern, illuminating the paths of the monk, the emperor, and the warrior, guiding them through life's intricate corridors. Without this moral compass, one might wander aimlessly, at the mercy of circumstance and the chaos of the untrained mind. The Stoics revered virtue not as a distant ideal, but as a practical guide for daily living, Through exploration, we discover virtue's foundational role not only in philosophical discourse, but in the heartfelt pursuit of a meaningful life. Patience, wisdom, and courage, these pillars refine our understanding of purpose, clarifying what truly matters amidst the noise of existence. Aristotle once proclaimed that virtue lies in the mean between excess and deficiency. It is through this delicate balance that one discovers the deepest sense of fulfillment and peace. The monk cultivates inner serenity through obedience to virtue. The emperor's rule is rooted in justice and wisdom, and the warrior endures adversity by exercising courage and temperance. As we navigate the depths of this chapter, we embark on an introspective journey, unearthing the timeless essence of virtues that sustain us through personal and external turbulence. In the grand annals of Stoic thought, philosophers from ancient pediments envisaged virtue as humanity's quintessential guide to eudaimonia, the highest human good. Their teachings held a singular assertion: virtue is sufficient for happiness. All other pursuits pale in its light. This profound notion is woven into the fabric of their belief in living in accordance with nature, with one's rationality harmonizing with the universal logos, the divine reason that permeates the cosmos. Seneca asserted that virtue does not occur by mere chance. It demands rigorous cultivation and unwavering intent. In the grandeur of the Roman Empire, Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, dedicated his reign to embodying these virtuous ideals. His meditations offer a window into a mind constantly engaged in the philosophical introspection necessary to uphold these cardinal virtues while managing the complexities of his empire. Understanding Stoic virtue is to recognize its practicality in daily existence, far beyond the confines of esoteric philosophical posturing. Every act of justice, every moment of courage, echoes through history as a testament to humanity's potential for greatness when guided by virtue. Courage, a pillar revered by the Stoics, is not merely the absence of fear, but the mastery of it. It embodies the warrior standing firm amidst the tempest, not because danger is absent, but because the realization dawns that fear need not dictate action. Thus, courage commands us to confront adversity with a steadfast heart and a composed mind. Tales of courageous feats throughout history underline this virtue as an essential force in shaping lives and molding characters. Beyond physical bravery lies the courage to uphold what is right, to speak truth to power, to pursue a just course even when solitude is the lone companion. Equipped with courage, the emperor balances leadership with the resolve to stand for the right against opposition. The monk applies courage internally, confronting doubts and uncertainties with a resolute stillness. The courage embraced by the Stoics is neither sheer audacity nor foolhardiness. It is the judicious spirit of risk-taking in pursuit of moral integrity. It acts as the sword in the soul's armory, striking fear with philosophical wisdom and ethical clarity. As courage empowers the body, wisdom nourishes the mind. This cardinal virtue is the wellspring of discernment, enabling clear thought, reasoned decision-making, and the foresight necessary to navigate life's labyrinthine corridors. The Stoics proposed that wisdom liberates the individual from ignorance's shackles, unfurling the potential to understand life's complexities without succumbing to emotional tumult. Wisdom transcends the mere accumulation of knowledge. It embodies the judicious application of insight derived through reason and experience. In his meditations, Marcus Aurelius muses on wisdom as the force that tempers judgment, cultivates justice, and inspires self-restraint. For the monk, wisdom manifests in the subtle art of stillness, understanding, and enlightenment drawn from self-awareness. To wield wisdom is to embrace the transformative power of knowledge harnessed by virtue. It is the guiding star steering the ship through tempestuous winds, keeping purposes aligned with higher principles and noble aims. Temperance stands as the Stoics' shield against desire's excesses, the inner sanctum where balance resides and brevity flourishes. This virtue encapsulates the art of restraint, promoting moderation in thoughts, actions, and desires. By prioritizing needs over wants, temperance refines the soul, bridging the gap between instinctual urge and ethical living. In the Stoic lexicon, temperance represents not austerity, but moderation, a delicate dance between indulgence and abstinence. The monk disciplines inward desires, seeking harmony through ascetic exercise and temperance in daily habits. The emperor enacts temperance in governance, harnessing power not as a tool for dominion, but as a means to serve justice humbly. The warrior channels temperance on the battlefield, allowing emotions to serve virtue rather than override it. Through temperance, character is molded, endowed with resilience and depth, a testament to the harmony of personal desire and universal good. With justice as its skeletal structure, society finds its rest. The Stoics held justice as an unwavering commitment to equity, an eternal struggle against chaos, inequality, and deception. As a foundational pillar of sound governance and ethical behavior, justice is also deeply personal, extending a compassionate hand to oneself and others. It is in enacting justice that the emperor's wisdom and fairness illuminate rulership, leaving legacies rooted in virtuous action as seen in Marcus Aurelius's leadership. In contrast, the monk cultivates justice internally, ensuring thoughts, actions, and intentions align harmoniously. For the warrior, justice directs righteous action, balancing strength with accountability and transparency. Guided by justice, one channels the moral conviction needed to address life's imbalances, ensuring aspirations, both individual and collective, remain bound by virtue. With justice as a guiding tenet, fairness and integrity are continually consecrated, forming the altar upon which they eternally reside. The Stoics perceived virtues as interdependent, a harmonious symphony where each note complements the next. Within this symbiosis lies the secret to a well-rounded character, a life marked by moral foresight and ethical resilience. Virtue does not exist in isolation, but forms strands woven into the tapestry of identity, each strengthening the other. Courage fuels the pursuit of justice, wisdom shapes its execution, while temperance ensures sustainable and ethical expressions of both. To the emperor, leadership emerges through wisdom, tempered by justice and emboldened by courage. The monk insists on a balanced expression of these virtues, manifesting in contemplative strength and moral reflection. For the warrior, courage leads the charge, bolstered by wisdom's insight and justice's ethical grounding. This interplay ensures virtues are not relics of philosophical dogma, but living principles weaving through actions, thoughts, and words. To embrace virtue is not to seek perfection, but to cultivate resilience amidst imperfection. The Stoics identified the inherent fallibility of human nature, understanding virtue as a lifelong journey of continual growth and introspection. Through lessons of failure and triumph alike, each step towards virtue deepens our understanding of humanity's limitations and potential. Within this acceptance lies profound freedom, the liberation found in striving toward virtue despite recurring obstacles. The monk accepts imperfections as catalysts for personal transformation. The emperor sees them as opportunities for governance through humility. The warrior perceives them as battles within the ongoing evolution towards self-mastery. The beauty of Stoic virtue lies not in flawless execution, but in the endeavor to embody these ideals continually. It's in this striving where humanity meets divinity, personal evolution crafting a life imprinted with purpose and ethical significance. Philosophy, devoid of its practical essence, is merely abstract postulation. To the Stoics, philosophy was applied, virtue representing not a distant ideal, but a daily enactment of integrity and intent. By grounding abstract principles in daily experience, life becomes an enactment of philosophical motion, a perpetual testament to the transformative power of virtuous living. This involves simple actions performed with intention, ensuring they reflect the core values of courage, wisdom, temperance, and justice. For the monk, this encapsulates mindfulness in daily rituals and reflections. For the emperor, it emerges in fair governance and compassionate decision-making. For the warrior, it expresses through disciplined action and ethical courage. Through this lens of virtue, even routine activities hold deeper impact and significance. Thus, virtue stands as a guide, a daily call to align action and thought with higher principles, stitching the fabric of life with philosophical intent. In seeking virtue, the Stoics advocated for ongoing mental training, cultivating the mind through reflective practices and philosophical exercises. These practices strengthen mental faculties, ensuring clarity and resilience amid life's uncertainties. They emphasized the transformative power of intentional meditation, self-reflection, and dialogue with the internal self, akin to an athlete sculpting physical prowess through relentless discipline and perseverance. For the monk, the rhythmic cadence of silence nurtures introspection. The emperor draws solace and guidance from daily journaling, aligning motives and actions with ethical principles. For the warrior, Stoic meditation finds expression through premeditatio malorum, a reflection on possible adversities as a tool to fortify the mind for future trials. These mental disciplines foster clarity and resilience, constructing an inner sanctuary where virtue, guided by philosophical contemplation, becomes the soul's compass. Virtue exists not solely to cultivate individual character, but to influence communities and societies. For the Stoics, leadership and virtue interlock, each shaping the other's breadth and depth. The emperor showcases leadership through exemplarity, embodying virtues that guide his decisions, reverberating through the realm he governs. He holds himself as a torchbearer, illuminating paths for others to follow, leading through moral prowess rather than dominion. In contrast, the monk leads through silence, virtue speaking louder than words, signaling integrity in solitude. The warrior leads in battle, maintaining ethical fortitude, guiding action through courage and fairness. Across societal roles, virtue renders authenticity, inspiring trust and admiration. By holding virtue as leadership's nucleus, leaders enrich their reign with unwavering ethical clarity, reinforcing virtue as the foundation of sustainable, inspiring leadership. In the quiet pursuit of wisdom, Stoicism stands with a nuanced understanding of power and gentleness. This philosophy does not merely teach passive acceptance, but reveals a dual nature, urging one to grow formidable in inner strength while mastering the art of adornment with grace and wisdom. This exploration begins with the paradox at the heart of Stoicism, becoming dangerous yet gentle. It is a journey to recognize one's potential for force and to understand its value only when governed wisely. In the realm of Stoicism, being dangerous doesn't invoke fear or aggression, but signifies a powerful inner fortitude. This notion encourages the development of resilience and courage, akin to nature's untamed yet majestic landscapes. Yet, this strength finds true expression only when tempered by wisdom, leading to acts of temperance and compassion. The journey to becoming both strong and gentle illustrates the Stoic's balanced existence, maintaining presence and poise amidst life's chaos and wielding strength through benevolent actions. The journey of a Stoic begins with cultivating inner strength through relentless self-examination and embracing life's challenges. Hardships become the crucible through which character is refined, ushering individuals to withstand life's unpredictable nature. Such resilience lays the cornerstone for becoming dangerous, prepared for life's battles, equipped with clarity and purposeful direction. Yet, mere inner strength does not epitomize Stoic wisdom unless it is harmonized with understanding and empathy. Marcus Aurelius once advised, "The virtue of wisdom lies not only in steadfast resolve, but in expressing compassion, melding destructiveness into forces for positive change." The warrior spirit within Stoicism, a harmonious blend of courage, resilience, and composure, plays a central role in this journey. Embodying the essence of a warrior evokes a readiness to confront adversity head-on, tapping into a wellspring of strength that remains unwavering despite external tempest. This archetype, however, does not condone aggression without purpose, nor ambition without ethical stopping points. Instead, it stresses the adherence to virtue, wielding power through kindness, integrity, and empathy. Therein lies the forceful yet gentle Stoic spirit. Virtue, standing as the North Star in a Stoic's life, commands deeper attention as it steers the balance between potential force and its ethical employment. The four cardinal virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, compose an ethical framework that guides the conduct of a true Stoic. Internalizing these tenets ensures that potential strength is justified by moral actions, emphasizing that true supremacy lies in self-control rather than domination. It is the ongoing practice of these virtues that forges a calm and reasoned path through tumultuous waves, demonstrating strength through the elegant art of restraint. In this dance between power and gentleness, emotional mastery emerges as a pivotal milestone. Stoicism encourages understanding one's emotions, ensuring they serve as allies rather than adversaries. By transmuting anger, fear, or sadness into fuel for beneficial action, the Stoic cultivates emotional resilience, becoming impervious to external disturbances. Fearlessness does not denote an absence of fear, but courage to stand unshaken amidst it, surrendering to the natural ebb and flow of emotion with equanimity. Emotional mastery thus fosters a gentle yet resilient strength, ushering responsive actions flavored with composure and empathy. Embedded within this balance is the Stoic principle of detachment, the discernment of what lies within one's command and relinquishing what does not. This awareness fosters an internal locus of control, liberating the mind from the chaos of external circumstances. Such detachment births a poised demeanor, a quiet yet indomitable presence that transcends fear and uncertainty. The Stoic becoming a beacon of tranquility, emanating generosity and composed assurance that extend compassion to both self and others. The Stoic's approach to communication is another significant facet, a synthesis of power and gentle persuasion. Through this lens, communication embodies wisdom, elevating words that uplift and educate, steering clear of judgment or confrontation. Mindful dialogue prioritizes understanding, allowing gentle persuasion to replace forceful assertion. By mastering this art, the Stoic fosters environments of growth and mutual respect, using words with clarity and empathy, while embracing a role of service over self-glorification. Likewise, mastery of time becomes an ally in the journey of a Stoic. Understanding time's finiteness imbues a sense of patience, recognizing the value of enduring the journey rather than hastily seeking outcomes. Through the embrace of patience, time becomes a fertile ground for growth and understanding, nurturing a gentle relationship with life's ebbs and flows. When time is regarded as an ally, the Stoic transcends its linear constraints, using it to cultivate wisdom, gratitude, and thoughtful existence. At the core of Stoicism, humility emerges as an integral trait. This humility safeguards against blindness from arrogance, promoting self-improvement and learning. Instead of power meant for showcasing prestige, a humble Stoic wields it as a means of kindness and contribution, thereby fostering environments of mutual respect and collaboration. Humility guides wise decision-making, teaching one to embrace fallibility and learn graciously from both triumphs and failures. The courage to live authentically anchors the Stoic soul, unbound by societal pressures and grounded in personal values and convictions. Authenticity reflects a persistent strength that refuses to yield to external dictates. This authenticity enhances a gentleness, the kind that allows empathy and ethical awareness to guide one's truth in accordance with virtue. By living authentically, the Stoic cultivates genuine interactions, nurturing a life where quiet courage consistently enables graceful self-discovery. Daily rituals provide a roadmap for inner transformation, cultivating reflection and mindfulness. Practices such as meditation, journaling, or contemplation help consolidate inner power, balancing strength with gentle repose in life. These rituals extend stability amidst day-to-day life, offering continuity that aligns actions with one's core values and fuels consistent growth towards becoming dangerous and gentle. Presence, or the art of existing fully in the moment, holds immeasurable value for a Stoic. This practice forges deep connections with oneself and the surrounding world, encouraging observation without judgment and responding with intention over impulse. A determined, present awareness allows the Stoic to command respect, not through dominance, but through an innate calm and composed energy. By maintaining presence, the Stoic influences others positively, transforming individual might into shared tranquility. Flow states, where action and reflection intermingle seamlessly, illuminate the delicate balance between energetic endeavor and meditative stillness. Within this state, a Stoic adapts effortlessly to challenges, demonstrating a resilient creativity unwavering in life's uncertainties. In embodying flow, the Stoic orchestrates action without losing essence, realizing the harmonious interplay of strength and gentleness, a fusion revealing the elegance of synchronized intention and execution. The Stoic mastery involves the subtle art of letting go, an acceptance of impermanence that liberates from the clutch of desires. Letting go is not surrender to apathy. Rather, it aligns individuals with the universe's natural order, enabling freedom and inner peace. Through this practice, Stoics embrace the unpredictable, transforming rigid force into waves of compassion, carrying the grace of acceptance across life's challenges. Stoicism encapsulates self-compassion, highlighting the gentle conversation with oneself as central to personal resilience and growth. engaged in a dialogue transforms critique into nurturing. By granting self-understanding and gentle acceptance, the Stoic cultivates a compassionate inner voice, blending resilience with self-care. This internal strength manifests in emotional wellness, guiding gentleness rooted in authentic competence. Navigating anger involves embracing patience as an antidote, exploring sources of emotion without surrendering to impulsive reactions. Patience allows for energy redirection towards constructive understanding, teaching the Stoic to harvest strength by holding their center amid provocation. The convergence of patience with anger emerges as an exemplary pathway to cultivate strength tempered by kindness. Through mentorship, Stoics share wisdom, ensuring its legacy transcends generations. Teaching becomes an instrument of empowerment, reflecting the Stoic commitment to service through guidance. Building through empathy and collaboration nurtures growth, reaffirming that true mentorship lies in fostering others' brilliance whilst deepening personal insights through observation and care. Balancing ambition with contentment bridges desire for advancement with appreciation for the present. In this harmony, the Stoic applies tenacity to goals while savoring life's gifts. This equilibrium fosters personal peace, pursuing growth devoid of relentless pursuit, enjoying progression with gentle reverence. Thus, ambition intertwined with contentment depicts the Stoic fulfillment, harmonizing life's potency and serenity. The Stoic learns to align with nature, synchronizing personal rhythms with universal cycles. Observing nature's cadence reveals lessons in adaptability, advocating periods of focus interspersed with restful contemplation. This unity allows the Stoic to harmonize energy within life's ebb and flow, demonstrating strength in the natural alignment of rigorous endeavor and gentle pause. In the silence of reflection, the Stoic discovers clarity. Quietude slows the mind, fostering greater thoughtfulness and emotional clarity. Through reflective practice, one gains insight into past missteps and aspirations while nurturing potential with gentleness. Cherished moments of silence expand appreciation for life's nuances, deepening relationships with self and others, cultivating wisdom tempered by understanding. In reevaluating success, the Stoic shifts away from the external validation of success among societal measures towards a true essence grounded in virtue. Intrinsic satisfaction becomes the benchmark, measuring growth through personal insights and transformations. Achievement tied to virtue rather than fleeting applause manifests gently resilience through fulfilling relationships and definitive character shifts. Forgiveness, a liberation from past grievances, exemplifies Stoic strength in surrender. It detaches from blame, freeing one from burdens and fostering unity through reconciliation and healing. Forgiveness embraces vulnerability, allowing the Stoic to transform discord into gratitude and love, navigating enduring principles by releasing vindictive ties. Collaborative forces embody Stoicism's profound potential, engaging shared wisdom for collective advancement. By celebrating diverse strengths, the Stoic constructs alliances fueled by mutual respect and vision. Collaboration symbolizes the transformation of potential into reality, employing gentleness as a pronounced influence towards shared aspirations and enduring change. Embracing mindful leadership, the Stoic guides with an exemplar's clarity and consistency. Leading with empathy and integrity, one mirrors the delicate illumination of influence through authentic intention. Harnessing personal presence for transformative service, mindful leadership accentuates how compassion fortifies resilience while guiding the growth of others. The synthesis of mind, body, and spirit embodies the Stoic as an harmonious integration between powerful resolve and gentle wisdom. This unity invites consistent introspection to renew balance, enhancing resilience and adaptability. Through such synthesis, the Stoic unlocks the enduring strength that enables living with dedication and reverence, dancing assuredly between strength's formidable stance and gentleness' tender embrace. In the silent tapestry of existence, the fabric of our being is woven with the threads of varied roles we embody throughout life's journey. Picture the monk, seated in quiet contemplation, mastering the realms of inner peace and wisdom. Beside him stands the emperor, a figure of strength and responsibility, guiding with a heart full of empathy and insight. Close by is the warrior, embodying fearless courage, steadfast even in the face of life's storms. These archetypes, while seemingly distinct, form an interwoven mosaic, their elements blending seamlessly into one vibrant image of human wholeness. As we navigate the pages of our lives, it becomes clear that true fulfillment is not found in compartmentalizing these roles, but in their harmonious integration. Each archetype represents a facet of our essence, and the journey towards unification begins by understanding how they complement and enrich each other. The monk offers insight into solitude and reflection, helping us to cultivate inner serenity amidst the din of daily life. His practice of meditation becomes our bridge to tranquility, inviting clarity to emerge. Reflection is our monk's daily sustenance, where experiences, whether joy or sorrow, are carefully examined for their wisdom. It is through this quiet introspection that we discover the art of detachment, not as an abandonment of the world, but as a means to engage meaningfully within it. As the monk whispers truths from the silence, the emperor stands ready to nurture the flame of leadership with wisdom and responsibility. Leadership here is not typified by dominion, but by service, by the ability to lead through example rather than authority. Responsibility, the emperor's crown jewel, invites us to craft our destinies with deliberation, shaping our lives and those of others around us with integrity and purpose. Every decision we make carries weight, impacting more than just ourselves. It is a testament to our foresight, to the potential we see in ourselves and those we lead. The Emperor's realm is a domain where we balance ambition with compassion, embracing power not as a play for control, but as a chance to guide, nurture, and imbue our actions with ethical purpose. The warrior complements this trio with fiery zeal and determination, illustrating that courage is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of it. Adversity transforms into an opportunity, where the warrior harnesses energy into perseverance, transmuting limitations into strengths. Courage becomes a steadfast companion, honed through facing life's trials, not with brute force, but with calm resolve and strategic foresight. Resilience is both the warrior's shield and sword, forged in the fires of struggle and quenched in contemplation's waters. Each setback becomes an invitation to rise stronger, a stepping stone to deeper understanding and greater fortitude. These archetypes are interconnected, a symphony where each note complements the others to create a fuller melody. The monk's introspection enriches the emperor's decisions. The emperor's wisdom shapes the warrior's courage, and the warrior's resilience reinforces the monk's peace. Understanding this interconnection, we recognize that life is not a linear path, but an intricate dance, where each step is informed by the character and strength of these archetypes. Transcending their individual boundaries allows us to embody a holistic self, a composite of contemplation, leadership, and fearless action, all working in resonance. Integration of these roles begins with self-awareness, embracing mindfulness as a tool to nurture the monk's tranquility through meditation and reflection, setting the stage for intentional action. The Emperor's influence steers discernment and foresight, enabling strategic planning and purposeful decision-making. Meanwhile, the warrior fortifies with practices that uphold physical strength and emotional resilience, ensuring all actions are executed with precision and resolve. It is a process of continuous refinement, where introspection, deliberate planning, and courageous action blend into a narrative of growth and purpose. Each time we engage with the chaos of the world, the monk reminds us that peace resides within, and that solitude isn't a retreat into isolation, but a retreat into the mindful appreciation of self. Solitude offers a vantage from which we can view life's transient challenges, making space for introspection and clarity. The Emperor's path reinforces solitude with accountability, his legacy built upon decisions made with careful consideration, informed by the monk's serenity and the warrior's courage. Decisions arise not impulsively, but from a foundation of thoughtful reflection and deliberate wisdom, creating legacies of compassionate leadership. The warrior's courage fuels this system, standing undaunted against fear, inviting us to face uncertainties not as insurmountable barriers, but as gateways to transformation. Each bout of fear is met not with flight, but with embrace, transformed through the union of the monk's composure and the Emperor's foresight. Through this convergence, courage transcends words, living instead within every action we take. Transcending rigid roles doesn't diminish their power. Instead, it empowers us to fluidly move through life, accepting complexity and adapting to life's many faces with grace. By acknowledging the symbiotic nature of these archetypes, we learn to harmonize their strengths, fostering an environment where decision-making is informed, action is deliberate, and courage underscores every venture. This tapestry of identities asks for a willingness to delve into complexities and embrace contradictions. It's a celebration of dualities, recognizing strengths and weaknesses as essential aspects of personal growth. Balance comes from accepting these dualities, learning to blend introspective contemplations with decisive actions and courageous confrontations. As these roles intermingle, the monk's wisdom tempers, the Emperor's authority roots the warrior's strength. Boundaries form naturally from this integration, not as rigid walls, but as guides to an authentic, empowered self, safeguarding our well-being while fostering healthy, growth-supporting relationships. The transformative power of rituals grounds our understanding of the intertwined essence of the monk, emperor, and warrior. Rituals of meditation, planning, and physical engagement sustain this balance, fostering a rhythm of growth and inner harmony. These practiced rituals become anchors in the turbulent seas of existence, reminding us of our truth and fortifying our path. At the core of living across these intersections lies emotional resilience, cultivated through the monk's serenity, the emperor's insight, and the warrior's bravery. This resilience allows us to experience life's ebbs and flows with the stability needed for steadfastness. Cultivating this mastery transforms how we engage with the world, not as passive observers, but as active participants in our destiny. Through ongoing internal dialogue, harmony emerges as each archetype brings its perspective to light, enriching decisions. This internal counsel, breaks from conflict into a realm of unity, leading to cohesive, empowered choices. Effective communication between these internal voices nurtures a deep self-understanding that transcends limitations and forges a path of integrated wisdom and poised action. By setting boundaries and understanding the interplay of these aspects, we honor self-love and healthy selfishness, crafting spaces of growth and intentional living. The reflective insight of the monk, the deliberate strategy of the emperor, and the unwavering courage of the warrior combine, strengthening the boundaries that help us serve ourselves and others authentically. Navigating life's transitions requires fluidity, and the monk, emperor, and warrior equip us to embrace change gracefully. Introspection becomes an ally, the emperor's strategy a map, and the warrior's courage a lantern through uncharted territories. Through this synthesis of energies, transitions transform into opportunities for mindful recalibration, illuminating paths towards rejuvenation and fulfillment. Within this boundless complexity, the interplay of these roles enriches our human experience. It teaches us to honor the mosaic of our existence, accepting contradictions and weaving each strand into a narrative of growth and self-discovery. As we embrace this journey, our life becomes a testament to the blended virtues of wisdom, courage, and balance, a continuous dance of contemplation, leadership, and action, played out across the expansive canvas of our being. And in that dance, we find a harmony where the monk, emperor, and warrior within us are not distant echoes, but a single, unified voice guiding us home. In the serene pursuit of Stoicism, we discover that transformation is not a finite goal, but a lifelong journey. Unlike the attainment of a static achievement, Stoicism invites us to tread a path woven with the principles of virtue, wisdom, and self-control. This path resembles the nurturing of a garden, demanding patience and continuous effort as we encounter the ever-changing seasons of life. Each day unfurls before us as a new opportunity, an offer to engage with life's tests not as hurdles to be rushed through, but as chances to embody resilience, patience, and composure. In this rhythm of life, the fluidity of our understanding and the capacity to apply Stoic wisdom are revealed as ceaseless, marked by a journey that continuously evolves with context, experience, and growth. As we navigate this path, Stoic teachings serve not as checklists to be ticked off, but as steadfast companions to guide us back when we stray. Each obstacle becomes a gentle nudge, urging us to reaffirm our commitment. In the tapestry of our lives, every chapter peels away layers of understanding, inviting us to delve deeper into the essence of Stoicism with each unmasking. This journey demands that we embrace our imperfections, extracting lessons with each misstep. In embracing the perpetual nature of transformation, we cultivate a self that perpetually evolves, rooted in resilience and virtue. Our journey is grounded in daily practice, painting it as a compass for our Stoic ambitions. These everyday rituals, whether through meditations, journaling, or simple moments of silent contemplation, act as anchors amidst life's stormy seas. They manifest Stoic ideals in the tangible present, shaping our responses to triumphs and challenges alike. It is through these consistent practices that transformation quietly takes root. Like water's gentle erosion of stone, steadfast practice gradually sculpts a deeper understanding of Stoic teachings, drawing its strength from patience and presence. These practices strip life to its essence, aligning with our inner compass to navigate external chaos with integrity and poise. Transformation finds its essence in present awareness, an unfaltering embrace of each moment. This awareness necessitates a genuine engagement with our thoughts, emotions, and actions, eschewing the diversions of past regrets or worries about the future that cloud the present. By focusing on the immediacy of our surroundings, we align ourselves with the Stoic ideal of purposeful action, grounded in the realities before us, rather than distant conjectures. This practice enriches everyday life with meaning, turning ordinary moments into profound experiences. Recognizing the power of now affords us a humble appreciation of the journey, a gratitude for the wisdom rooted in simplicity. It fosters a serene resilience, inviting us to approach each moment with peace and an open heart, a fundamental tenet in the Stoic life. Integral to this transformation is the relentless pursuit of knowledge and adaptability. Stoicism is not a call to remain fixed, but an invitation to continuous learning. It challenges us to transcend our own knowledge borders, embracing the infinite possibilities of wisdom. Lifelong learning becomes a companion for those who are not mere knowers, but seekers of a richer, enlightened existence. This pursuit extends beyond formal learning, thriving in each experience, interaction, and reflection. By honoring the value in learning, we embrace personal growth as a natural wisdom, encouraging a mindset open to diverse perspectives and empathetic connections. This exploration ensures that personal transformation is enduring, perpetually open to refinement and redefinition as life itself continues to unfold. A pivotal element of Stoic transformation is emotional wisdom, mastering the landscape within. This is not about suppressing emotions, but about engaging them as guides to deeper understanding. By acknowledging emotions without prejudice, we diffuse their toxicity, turning them into instruments for insight and balance. Emotional wisdom honors the transient nature of feelings, helping us distill lessons from them. When we courageously confront discomfort without succumbing to instinctive reactions, we embrace a deeper resilience, leading to a stable inner peace. This wisdom gifts us the agility to channel emotions towards empowerment, equipping us to handle adversities with grace and compassion. It intertwines deeply with self-awareness and mindfulness, breathing life into the Stoic principle of mastering our inner world, a lifelong pursuit for all seekers of growth. Yet, to transcend personal limitations requires an intimate confrontation with our shadow, those elusive parts we often ignore. Facing our shadow is a journey of courage and honesty, unearthing the distilled perceptions and buried emotions that govern our responses. This confrontation is not an admission of weakness, but an invitation to reintegrate these aspects into our conscious existence. By illuminating the dark corners within us, we embark on a path towards self-mastery and authenticity. This process reinforces our connection with humanity, allowing for healing, acceptance, and forgiveness, both for ourselves and others. It mirrors Stoic teachings, which emphasize empathy and interconnectedness in the human experience, ensuring that we emerge more resilient, grounded, and capable of engaging with life authentically. In this intricate dance of transformation, mind and body become intertwined partners. Holistic development requires the integration of thought, emotion, and physical presence, aligning with the Stoic tenet that mastery over self involves harmonizing body and mind. Physical practices, mindfulness, exercise, relaxation, nurture clarity, discipline, and focus, embodying Stoic principles on a deeper physical level. This harmony invites us to exist mindfully within our physical parameters, enhancing mental and emotional well-being. By fostering a harmonious relationship between mind and body, we align with nature's rhythm, promoting equilibrium and vitality. This interconnectedness amplifies self-care, resilience, and growth, affirming the Stoic ideal of living in accordance with nature and celebrating the richness of being. A Stoic life demands unwavering integrity, an allegiance to moral principles that shape our identity. Integrity unites belief and action, ensuring virtues like honesty, courage, and justice imbue every interaction. This commitment holds us to an inner compass, directing us through moral complexities. Through consistent acts of integrity, transformation becomes synonymous with authenticity and truth. It allows us to craft lives filled with meaning beyond surface accomplishments. By internalizing this integrity, we secure our connection to deeper truths, embodying the Stoic pursuit of a life steeped in harmony and values. Detachment becomes a liberating thread in this transformative tapestry, freeing us from the shackles of control or possession. In detachment, we find not indifference, but acceptance of life's impermanence, allowing us to engage with existence more compassionately. By releasing our grip on transient desires, we carve out peace and balance, adhering to the Stoic principle of focusing solely on what lies within our control. This liberation nurtures gratitude, shifting attitudes toward life's unpredictable nature with equanimity, and offering contentment regardless of external circumstances. The richness of Stoic transformation lies in the legacy of values we choose to leave behind. Through adherence to Stoic principles, we plant seeds of influence, creating an enduring impact through actions that echo beyond our lifetime. Legacy manifests not in materialistic pursuits, but in the virtues we uphold, inspiring others to follow suit. This reframing of legacy transforms accomplishments into a shared experience, enriching communities through empathy and integrity. It emphasizes our responsibility to cultivate a just, compassionate world, amplifying the impact of our transformative journey by weaving the essence of Stoic principles into the very fabric of life. Reimagining success through a Stoic lens calls us to transcend societal definitions, aligning fulfillment with virtue and inner contentment. This shift necessitates introspection, urging us to reassess aspirations to ensure alignment with genuine values. Success transforms from accumulation to authenticity, celebrating personal victories while nurturing acceptance amidst unachieved goals. This paradigm refocuses our energies, encouraging us to embrace the process rather than outcomes, unraveling deeper happiness and meaning. It liberates us to pursue passions with integrity, ensuring our journey mirrors joy and authenticity, unfettered by external validation. In weaving the threads of transformation, we must balance the sanctity of solitude with the enriching power of connectedness. Solitude offers introspection, a sanctuary for reflection, free from the sway of external opinions. Yet, this must be countered by connection, as the interplay of human interaction adds depth to our transformation, challenging and expanding our perspectives. This balance encapsulates Stoic wisdom, embracing the duality of independence and interdependence, fostering humility, and recognizing both the autonomy and interconnectedness humanity shares. A significant aspect of transformation lies in trusting the process of becoming. Embracing this journey with curiosity instead of fear instills faith in our potential to learn and transcend limitations. This trust liberates us from impatience and doubt, permitting an organic evolution where each step is revered and appreciated. By aligning with the Stoic belief of harmony with nature and inner truth, we nurture a resilient, adaptive approach to transformation. With a faith that honors each moment, we empower our authentic selves to emerge, facing life's complexities with strength and grace. Celebrating resilience encapsulates the essence of Stoic transformation. Resilience signifies a dynamic force. More than mere endurance through adversity, it reflects growth, adaptability, and wisdom born from perseverance. Recognizing the spirit of resilience, we honor the dichotomy of trials and triumphs as catalysts for profound understanding. This celebration nurtures gratitude, grounding us in the transformative power of endurance. By recognizing resilience as a testament to strength, we inspire others, creating ripples of empowerment through shared experiences. The intersection of legacy and destiny articulates the narrative of intentional living. Legacy conveys the enduring principles and values we pass on, while destiny embodies the purpose propelling us forward. Where these converge lies a narrative interweaving past with future, fostering coherence between identity and contribution. This confluence celebrates the Stoic ideals of purposeful living, inviting reflection to ensure aspirations align with the essence of our being. In this journey, silence emerges as a profound medium for transformation. Within its embrace, we find refuge from life's distractions, distilling clarity and focus. Silence encourages contemplation, connecting us to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world. By honoring silence as a space for introspection, transformation blooms through the stillness, manifesting peace and wisdom amidst the noise of existence. Transformation thrives upon the harmony found in life's contradictions, reconciling dualities to uncover deeper understanding. Reconciling contradictions nurtures balance, invoking a nuanced perspective that transcends binary thinking. This balance invites empathetic understanding, contributing to personal and collective transformations. By embracing value in contradiction, we foster unity, melding divergent experiences into an enriched tapestry of growth and insight. The essence of transformation invites us to savor the transience inherent in fleeting moments. These ephemeral experiences, though brief, encapsulate the richness and vivacity of life. By embracing these transient moments, we cultivate acute awareness and gratitude, grounding transformation in intentional presence. Such mindful engagement with the present deepens our connection to the world and infuses our journey with depth and meaning. As we conclude this journey, we realize that transformation is an unending narrative weaving through the fabric of life. It embodies the quintessential spirit of Stoicism, a continuous odyssey of discovery, resilience, learning, and growth. With each page we turn, our purpose crystallizes, reflecting the essence of our presence in the world. In embracing transformation as an evolving dance, we move with authenticity, heralding changes that echo through our actions and intentions. As this chapter draws to a close, it heralds the dawn of new lessons and possibilities, guiding us to live with depth, purpose, and an unwavering commitment to personal and collective evolution. This transformation, not confined by time or circumstance, unfolds eternally, the living tapestry of a dynamic, resilient, and deeply human story.